go. Let's go. What a way to open up game one. Knicks just still dominating, man. 4 games in a row now where they're holding opponents under 100 points. Let's get into it. The Knicks, look, they defeated the Atlanta Hawks in 6 games, and so they had a little bit of a rest before they had to face on the next foe. Was it going to be the Boston Celtics? Was it going to be the Philadelphia 76ers? It's the 76ers. And so the Sixers, who just played on Saturday after beating the Boston Celtics in a thrilling 7-game series, gets to come to Madison Square Garden. And, you know, you thought things were going to be a little closer than they were as things unfolded in the first quarter. But Jalen Brunson said, hold on, partner. I don't got Dyson Daniels in front of me no more. Ain't nobody going to stop me today. That man was on Brunson burner time from the jump. I mean, that man had 14 straight points in the first quarter, and the Knicks offense was just a buzzsaw from there on out. Whether it was Mikal Bridges knocking down corner threes, getting out in transition, whether it was Karl Anthony Towns working as a quarterback from the top of the key, finding Jose Alvarado cutting, and finding his guys OG Anunoby as well. Maybe it was Josh Hart getting steals, man, and just attacking out in transition. The Philadelphia 76ers had no answer for the buzzsaw that is the New York Knicks, and the Knicks continue to look like a team that has figured everything out from the Atlanta series, man. Since game 4, this team has just been clicking on both sides of the court, offensively, defensively, and my goodness, did they take advantage of the woeful Joel Embiid. And hey, kudos to them for slowing Maxey. Looked like Maxey was about to be a dominant player after what he was doing to the Celtics. It's still early. Knicks still get game 1, and then in convincing fashion too. 137 points to 98. Once again, I said 4 straight games where the Knicks are holding opponents to under 100 points. Knicks take game 1 in the series. Let's get it cracking, people. Welcome to KFTV Post Game Live. I'm your host, Alex Harris, a.k.a. the Stratocaster. With me on the other side is my guy, CK2K. You already know he did the damn thing on play-by-play. Shout out to him, and shout out to all of Knicks Nation and the Fanchise channel members and the mods in the chat right now. Hype for this game 1 victory, all right? Hit that thumbs up button for your boys. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Call through the Discord, people. We want to know your takes, man. We want to know how you all feeling. Are you feeling like Jimmy Fallon on a courtside where you're just all giddy and all smiles, man? Is that how you're feeling tonight? Let us know in the chat. Call through the Discord. We need to hear what you're all thinking tonight, man. We need to hear it all. Man, what a dominant victory, man. What a dominant victory. And look, it's still a series. It's still, look, there's still many things to do. Still got to stay focused. This Knicks team needs to stay focused. But how can you not, CK, be ecstatic after another convincing win, a convincing dominant win? Now we have 4 games in a row. How are you feeling, bro?
I said it last game. I'm gonna say it again. I never want to go back. I never want to go back. They've spoiled me, Alex. 25 plus in 3 games in a row, Alex. We went from it ended up like 14-point lead, but we were up by like 20 in game 4 or 5, whatever game it was. Then we over, win by 20 some. Then we go over and say, let's wrap this series up 51. Then we go over and win by 40 points. I don't care if it's 39. I'm rounding up. It's 40-point victory today. I never want to go back. I never want to go back, and I want to jump out the window with some of these people in the chat. I'm not doing it yet. I'm right there. I'm like holding myself from not falling out the window, broom in hand. But I don't want to go back, Alex. This team is clicking right now. There was so much shenanigans that happened throughout this entire game. And while the shenanigans were happening, the Knicks were thriving through it. From the hack of Mitch, where it felt like, oh, we're going to lose all momentum. No, Mitch missed all his free throws, but somehow we still were growing our league very, very steadily. In that second quarter where things started off a little rough, then we went crazy and blew up the lead to 23 at the end of the half. It felt like everything the Sixers were throwing at us. PG played great in this game. Who cares? Because we played 1,000 times better. Alex, I never want to go back. I don't want to remember what game 1 of the Hawks series tastes like again. I don't want to remember that. I don't want to remember a 1-point loss in it. I don't want to remember none of that. The Knicks have teased us, and they have showed us in 4 games in a row what they are capable of. I don't want to go back. We got 11 more of these things to do. I want to like this every single time. Let's go, Knicks.
I don't want to go back either, CK. That's perfectly said, bro. As you said, after we wrapped up things against Atlanta, and oh my goodness, man. I mean, where to start? I mean, we could talk about the head coach. We could start off with Jalen Brunson. We could talk about Karl Anthony Towns. But I guess before we get into like player of the game and role player of the game, you know, just from a whole like overarching view of what just happened, I got to give credit to these Knicks, man, defensively, because this team, like,
Yes.
there was like a lot of concerns about this team to start off the year. Can you have Jalen Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns sharing the court for so long, and can you hold up defensively? On top of that, you know, there was even when the Knicks figured things out defensively to start off the year after January 1st, man, it's like, all right, but are they really that good of a defensive team? Because even though they're top 10 according to defensive rating, when you look at the eye test, it's like, are they really that good? People were questioning, like, is this actually a legitimate good defensive team? They are. The answer is yes, they are. All right. And it's not just against a woeful Atlanta team. I mean, look, you have Maxey on the other side in this game, and CK. In game one, they held Maxey to 13 points. They made him shoot 3 of 9 from the field.
You keep saying they. You keep saying they, but I'm gonna let you finish. All
right, I'm saying because it was a team effort, man. I mean, you had Hart, you had Bridges. I know who had the assignment. I'll let you cook. Don't worry. I'm gonna let you cook, man. I'll let you cook. Yeah. But it's a collective, man. It's a collective. Defense is a collective. Yes, you can have one guy who could be dominant, but as a collective, this defense is just a buzzsaw. And when I say 100%. A collective, it's 100%. The misdirections. It's the saying, oh, I think I have an open pass over here. No, you got Mikal Bridges getting into the passing lanes. You got Josh Hart sneaking through. You got Jose Alvarado sneaking through. You got OG stopping. Okay, this defense is on a whole other level, and I don't think like we can grasp it because we're watching it in real time. I don't think people are understanding what's happening in real time because I see Sixers fans saying, "Oh, well, Jalen Brunson is flopping, and this is why they're winning." It's like, bro, are you serious?
It's so good.
Are you serious? This is the one thing I have not missed from Sixers fans, man. They all cry. You cry worse than Hawks fans, people. You cry worse than Hawks fans, and it is nasty work out there. Regardless, this defense needs to get a lot of credit, man. And I got to give credit to Jalen Brunson, who was part of that, man, just doing his best to fight over screens. You got to give it to Karl-Anthony Towns. I thought he did a good job defending Joel Embiid to start off. Yeah, we know he got the 2 quick fouls early in the first quarter, but I thought overall he held pretty well against a guy who is trying to flop, who's trying to hook the arm, trying to get all these different angles, trying to go up and under to make the refs call for him. I thought Towns did an excellent job, but then Wingstop. We know Wingstop. Wingstop is here. It is proven. It is here. It is Hart. It is OG, and it is Mikal. All those guys are just demons when it comes to looking at just causing turnovers, man. They're mucking things up. They're doing everything. They're doing all the dirty work. And I'm gonna give the credit right now to your guy, and I'm gonna let you speak on it because Mikal Bridges showed up today against Tyrese Maxey. Okay, he used that wingspan. He said, "You know what? I'm not gonna necessarily have to press. I got the wingspan. I got the reach. I'm going to try to see if he can work around." Yeah, Maxey had his moments. He had his moments of getting around people, getting the switches and getting downhill and getting some crafty layups. But to stop him, to be the primary guy, and Mike Brown trusting him after what he did last series and working his way back. And not only did Mikal show defensively what he could do against Maxey and still putting up points on the offensive end, because let's also be fair, man, two-way play, 7 to 10 from the field, got you 17 points, all right? 17 points, still got a steal, still getting deflections out there, causing havoc. You got to give credit to Mikal Bridges for taking on the massive assignment right there. But overall, CK, this defense, like we knew what the offense could be when everything's rolling.
100%.
This defense is just it's insane, man. Absolutely insane.
Yeah, that's you're echoing everything I said and play by play. That's literally what we were excited about the run. We were excited about the lead. But I had to take time exactly to what you just said to just give the props to this team's defense. It was something we were worried about all season long. Where is this team's identity? Where is the defense? I thought we were this. We're calling our own team Charmin soft and this, that, and the third. But now that it matters, now that these games mean something, you're seeing everybody buy in. Yes, I'm going to speak my truth on Mikal Bridges later on, but you're completely correct on the fact that guys that we give a hard time about their defense not being there stepped up today. I said it in Game 6 where we saw Karl-Anthony Towns show his dominance defensively, and he did a good job of that again today. Josh Hart was out there with Hall of Fame interceptor on, reading those passing lanes. He's been doing that since Game 4. Like Josh Hart has flipped the switch. And Jalen Brunson, where's this coming from? Little mini bulldog Jalen Brunson is out there pit-pocketing fools on a nightly basis. Jalen's learning something from GTA. Respect. So yeah, no, 100%. It's a team effort for sure across the board on a lot of different things. Yeah, the defense to me has been the most impressive because the defense turned into offense. I mean, like I said, I don't want to go back, Alex. If this 4-game sample size has not shown you anything, the defense was a big part of what the offense ended up being in these huge leads. So I completely echo your sentiment. Said the same thing at play-by-play. The defense needs to get the biggest of highlights when it comes to these last few games.
And CK, just to put a bow on the defensive talk for a minute. This is where the defensive rating is in the postseason for everybody. Number one right now, Detroit Pistons. All right, with 101.9 as a defensive rating. Number 3, okay, is 103.1, the New York Knicks. Now, you could be like, oh, well, we can all like try to dissect that, whatever. All right, still very impressive. But here's how you know that they're turning the Jets on both sides of the court. When you look at the net rating, right now for this team, it is a whopping 21.4. Like, they are number one. The positives. This is a supercharged team, man. If you all like driving demons out there, like a Challenger, this is a Hemi. This is a Hemi powered car right now. And this is, you can't stop them, man. Can't stop them. But outside of the defense, man, when we're looking at the offense and talking about what the offense is, we got to start off with the player of the game, man. And that is none other than Jalen Brunson. I mean, good God, was this man surgical. I said at the top of the show, man, you don't have Dyson Daniels in front of you. He was ready to go. I mean, they're going to play drop coverage on him. They're going to allow him to get to in spots. The pick and roll with Karl-Anthony Towns getting him beat on him. It is just barbecue chicken left, right, and center when he sees him in there. And it doesn't even matter who was guarding him, man. Grimes had his shot. Grimes can't stop him. VJ had the assignment tonight. And you see VJ's getting frustrated saying, oh, he's flopping. My guy, you play with the number one flopping king on your team. I don't want to see that action again. You were just getting cooked, man. You were just getting cooked. It's okay, man. You're young. You're a rookie. You're facing a guy who's an MVP caliber player. You just got cooked tonight. It's okay. The guy is meant to do this to everybody. You're not going to come through and be that defensive guru. That's not you. Maybe in the future, man. Not now, okay? And Jalen Brunson went 12 of 18 from the field. 12 of 18, 3 of 6 from downtown. Hit all of his free throws tonight. I know CK loves that. Got 35 points. 3 assists, all right? 1 board, 2 steals. The 2 steals is what's going to be popping on that stat sheet. But the 35 points, I mean, you could not stop this man. In that first quarter, he was like, all right, pull up. All right, Hezzy, let's get it going, man. Downhill, let's use my strength to get to the cup. You could not stop this man. Jalen Brunson, people, you're player of the game tonight, and rightfully so.
Yeah, what am I supposed to add to that? And to the VJ Edgecombe part, yeah, it was crazy. It's so crazy to me when he had that. I'm like, that shows frustration that you've been getting cooked all night. I get he's a rookie, he's learning, but like, let's be so serious, brother. Let's be so serious right now, VJ. Like, but Jalen Brunson was put on a masterclass from the field. He had 8 free throws. 8. That's a good amount, but nowhere is that like flopping levels of extra. Like, to even put it in an example, like Joel Embiid, I think he was at 8 free throws by the end of the first quarter. He ended with 9
he had 8 free throws. That's what I'm saying. He had 8 free throws. Brunson only had 4.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So it's like, again, the excuses are going to come. We get it. We heard Jaylen Brown. We know that, losing teams like to make excuses when things don't go their way. I'm not tripping about that. But yes, back to Jalen Brunson, MVP bar none. You could, like you said it perfectly. You could feel the shackles be released of the Dyson Daniels breathing down. Brunson, it did not matter if it was Embiid, Drummond. I don't care how tall you are, how tough you are. I'm scoring this ball. They were unorthodox in some of the shots. The float game, the 3 ball at the end of buzzers. He shot that one big 3 at the end of the half from Madison Square Garden logo. Like, Brunson showed why all these naysayers and everybody was like, you can't win with Brunson. All right, cool. Keep on down them while Jalen Brunson finds his spots. And the thing, too, about it is just the way that he went about it. Jalen Brunson was steady, and he stuck with the game plan that got us these last few wins, these last 4 games in a row. Like, we started off going to Towns, getting him to get him where he was at. But then when Brunson got the ball and saw the mismatch, took advantage. And that's exactly what we want from Jalen Brunson to do. Not just dribble the ball up, use all 24 to get a shot. No, Brunson picked his spots and picked his actions and tore them up. So you can cry about flopping all you want. You can still take those 8 free throws away and he still cooked you. Like, it's spoiler alert. It's still the same result with or without the damn free throws. You got yourself, you got cooked, all right? So peace and love. I know you're a rookie. This is new, kid, but you got cooked. Shout out to my guy Q, but you got cooked too. Jalen Brunson, the Brunson burner, had himself a game. MVP, definitely warranted. This is why his value is always through the roof. You will never get me to disrespect my captain. Oh, captain, my captain. Game 1 victory, MVP, Jalen Brunson. I had the jersey on. I knew. I had a feeling, Alex. I had a feeling today he was going to start us off on the right note, and the captain did just that.
There you go, man. There you go. I chose the Vibes as Immaculate shirt because I just had to go with like a throwback.
Phenomenal shirt. Yeah.
It's feeling good, man.
Same wave. It's the same wave.
Good.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
But, you know, outside of the player of the game, there's so many options, man, for role player of the game. So many options. So many options. Okay. I know you're probably going to disagree with me because I know your guy went off. But I'm gonna talk about the guy who everyone keeps wanting to be on the bench, CK. And my role player of the game is, and shout out to Ogugua because he had a phenomenal night tonight as well.
It was great.
There's a very good case for him to be role player of the game. But I'm gonna go with Josh Hart, man. I'm gonna go with Josh Hart for role player of the game just because the stuff, the intangibles, CK. It's always about the intangibles. Everybody can't touch the rock. Everybody can't be the prolific scorer. You got to do some of the gritty work while you're out there, all right? And Josh Hart, yeah, didn't shoot great from the field. 3 of 7, got you 8 points. Okay, 1 or 2 from downtown. I would say that 3 was a hell of a 3, though, that he took, okay? Because it corner 3, in rhythm, all right, just drilling it, putting the pressure on Philly. Loved everything about it. But it's the 8 boards. It's the 6 assists. It's the 3 steals. It's the 1 block. It's the pushing out in transition, okay? It's all of those things. When you are looking for somebody to be a connector, people, this is why you don't bench him. The man got out there and was everywhere. You're talking about being a ball hawk. I thought that I was watching Ed Reed out there, man, the way that he was playing. I thought this was old school Ed Reed coming back from the Baltimore Ravens and saying, guess what? You can't see me, but I could see you and I could predict every single move that you're going to do. And that's what he was doing tonight, man. And putting the pressure on the 76ers saying, oh, you got Joel Embiid out there? Let's see if you're going to get out in transition. Let's see if you're healthy enough to stay up there. Paul George, I'm going to steal it from you. Maxey, I'm going to steal it from you. I'm going to be all over the place, and I'm going to put the pressure on the Sixers to see how tired you are after a Game 7. And so let's see if you got the juice tonight and put you in your place. Josh Hart does those things, and when you have somebody doing those things and giving you that energy, it puts the opponent in it makes them second guess what they're doing out there. Okay? That's the mind game that you need. So shout out to Josh Hart. He's my role player of the game, man. Everywhere. At once.
Yeah. No, I agree with the first thing you said. I agree that there are so many ways you could have gone here. You could even go Karl Towns too. OG is definitely up there, 7 of 8 from the field. He made some huge shots in that second quarter. But what Shaq say? Underdog, put it on a t-shirt because I'm gonna need a t-shirt. We talked about this in the playoff play. I need a t-shirt. CP, cut this clip and make sure this gets to CP and gets to the people that can make this happen because I need F them picks on a t-shirt. Or for better, we can double up and say family show them picks and put it on a t-shirt. And make sure my little, the face, the smiling CK face, make sure it's on the t-shirt as well. You can put it over the little dot over the eye and it's just me smiling like that. Family show them picks. Because round 1 wasn't enough. Round 1 was enough when your most improved player of the season in Nickeil Alexander-Walker came into here and looked real regular. And a lot of that had to do with this certain guy that I'm going with the role player of the game. But he had a 0-point game. He had some other things that wasn't well-rounded. So I understood that he didn't get all the credit that he deserved in round 1. Not going to fight you on that. Mikal said, let me try this again in round 2. This guy did what? He did what in round 1? He scored out. Oh, wow. He averaged how much in round? That's crazy. Coach, you want me to get? All right, for sure. 3 for 7 from the field was none other than Tyrese Maxey. Phenomenal score. It's game one. He's probably going to step back up for sure. But in a night like this where we win by 40 points, Mikal Bridges went out there and did the damn job. Now, I will give you credit. There was definitely help from this person and that person, but I got to keep it a buck. For the majority of this, but Mikal and him, if I was watching basketball for the first time, I would think that these two were conjoined at the hip because he couldn't shake them. Maxey could not look around without Bridges being right there. I'm the whole thing, Maxey probably heard all game long because he had Mikal Bridges right there in his ear. Everywhere he went to go get some Gatorade on the bench, and Bridges went and sat down next to him. Bridges was everywhere on Tyrese Maxey. And this is just the defensive side on, again, who has been arguably one of the best scorers in playoffs to this day. Now we can talk about the other side because on top of that went 7 for 10, and Cat and Bridges went damn near toe for toe in the third quarter, just trading on buckets. Mikal was right there with them in the assist game, right with your boy Josh Hart, right there with Karl-Anthony Towns. This is why, like you said, there's so many people you can spread, but they were moving the rock, and they were also scoring. And Mikal Bridges, to me, you got to give him his flowers in a game like this because not only did he show his aggression offensively like everyone's asking for, myself included, but he kept the main thing, and that is locking in literally the go-to guy for this team because we know what Embiid can do, but we also know his faults. But you got to make sure you contain Tyrese Maxey because if he goes off, this series can go a completely different direction, all behind Maxey. Ask Boston. And Mikal Bridges took that assignment to heart while also adding some buckets to it. So you know what? If you don't give me an opportunity to give this guy love, my role player of the game is going to be none other than Mikal, Bartholomew, Anthony, whatever Bridges. I ran out of middle names. I was trying to give him more middle names. But yeah, my role player of the game is Mikal Bridges, and I think it's rightfully so.
All right, people. There you go. There's our role players of the game. I went with Josh Hart. CK went with Mikal Bridges. Let us know who you have in the chat, man. Of course, we said Karl-Anthony Towns, phenomenal performance tonight. Can't even shy away from what he did tonight. OG Anunoby, another phenomenal performance tonight. You know, you can't shy away from what he's doing this postseason, man. That man is looking like, I mean, honestly, it's getting a little disrespectful that we're saying he looks like Kawhi Leonard because he's playing better than that. These numbers are just out of this world at this point, okay? So OG's just being his own guy, man. He is the dog. We got to stop comparing him to the Qual. I know that's like the easiest thing to do because he played with them out in Toronto, but this guy is just playing at a whole other level. So many guys can get a lot of credit tonight, man. So many guys can get a lot of credit. Let us know who you think in the chat should be the role player of the game. We got a lot of options, okay? We got a lot of options. And speaking about a lot of options, CK, you know who gives you a lot of options? GLD, baby. GLD gives you a lot of options. And when you're trying to get, you're trying to get that bling, you're trying to look fresh when you go out there, you got the clean cut, you want to add a little chain, you want to add some jewelry to the drip, go to GLD. GLD helps you do that, man. And the cool thing about GLD is that you don't got to spend thousands of dollars just to look fresh. I mean, they got a lot of chains at a lot of different price points that look classy and suitable for any outing. And so that's why you should go to GLD because they're right there for you. All right. They're holding you down. So make sure to go to GLD and check out everything that they got. From like $50 up to, hundreds of dollars, man. They got you covered from anything, and they got many different designs for men and women. So make sure to go check out GLD, okay? Every piece is guaranteed for life when you go to GLD. That means GLD stands behind their product, quality made, okay? They got over 2 million customers already rocking with them, plus over 50,000 5-star reviews. So you're getting a quality product when you go to GLD. So if you need some fresh chains, you need some fresh jewelry, go to GLD. They got you covered. And all you got to do, and this is for a limited time, people, you get 40% off when you use that promo code KFTV at GLD.com. That's 40% off with the promo code KFTV at GLD.com. All right. After you purchase, just let them know that KFTV sent you. Shout out to GLD, man. Yo. A lot of good work for people tonight, man. I see we're getting people lining up for the calls right now.
Can't wait.
I just got to give some credit to Carl House, man, before we move on and get some callers in here, just because talk about taking advantage of what's in front of you. You know what I mean? Like you see Joel Embiid can't move well laterally. You just see that he's playing at a disadvantage right now. And yeah, absolutely broken. You just see that right now. And he said, you know what? I'm going to take advantage of this. And if it ain't going to be you, man, it's going to be anybody else. I mean, the drives, getting downhill, the knocking down threes. He was just playing his game. But I think the biggest thing, CK, is just how he's become this well-rounded player from the middle of the season. I know I said it last year, but it's just like it's just as somebody who doubted the trade, as somebody who's been very critical of his play, and rightfully so, he's gotten the criticism. It's not like any hate. I'm just telling you people what I'm seeing on TV. I can honestly say this man has completely transformed his game. Just as we talk about how Jordan Clarkson transformed his game middle of the season, Towns has transformed his game. I mean, the fact that he's holding up defensively, the fact that he is as a facilitator at the top of the key, finding guys. I mean, how about that dart? He had a dot right to Alvarado for easy pickings, man, for a reverse layup. I know he has that capability, but to see that he's doing this consistently and finding guys, like 6 assists this is a guy, if you looked at his statistics, CK, any time where they asked him to be a playmaker when he was on the Wolves, he was not an all-star. Yep. I'm just letting you know that right now. When he was focused as a scorer, that's when he became an all-star. Yeah. This guy's being an all-star by being the most well-rounded player right now. And the fact that, look, I get that Joel Embiid's hurt, but the way that he's attacking right now and still being efficient, 7-11 from the field, getting you 17 points, 3 of 5 downtown, which is very nice to see. Talk about taking advantage of guys that are hobbled and taking and just punishing them when you get in that space. That's what you want to see from Karl-Anthony Towns. I've been taken aback, man. I'm not even going to lie. Been taken aback by how he's been playing. And, CP always says it. No cat, no rings. This is the way that he's playing right now. This team can reach even greater heights from what they're doing right now.
Yeah. No, 100%. And look, I get it. Embiid is hurt, dealing with the midsection, dealing with the knees, dealing with broken everything. But look, he's playing. So not our problem. Karl-Anthony Towns doing exactly what he's supposed to do in that kind of a situation. And like you said, this is even before tonight's game. Like, it's just that change of mentality that we got. Because remember how the season started. Like, literally before the season began, we got the soundbite of him not knowing his role. And everyone's like, oh, what do you mean by that? We got a game tomorrow. What you talking about? You don't know your role.
Wow, this is
yeah, exactly.
Territory.
And he doubled up with a similar soundbite right around All-Star break. So yeah, it was a year where it was just, you did not know what you were gonna get from Karl-Anthony Towns. It felt like he just didn't like his spot in this offense. But like again, I keep saying this, but like you said, like he did such a good job at honing that in and saying, like, okay, I get it now. In the words of Lethal Shooter, I understand it now. Like, he knew, like, when it's time to, my role is to make others better while also making myself better. And again, I got to give some credit to Jalen Brunson too, because I feel like he was a little bit to blame for this as well. He's got to trust his teammates to allow Towns to be able to do this early on rather than wait until later. But now that the cohesion by this squad in general, it just all stems from Karl-Anthony Towns being what he has turned himself into right now. This hub, he has the game is in the palm of his hands, literally, with the Atlanta Hawks and now with the Philadelphia 76ers. And I say that because he is the master mismatch. There is not an option in a Sixers uniform that can guard him. So if he wants to, we saw it today. He literally ran right by Embiid for a dunk on the base. Just ran right by him.
That was amazing.
It was great.
And you see Embiid's face like,
yeah, like he's
I guess that's going to happen.
So that's what I'm saying. So he could do that at any given moment, but his mentality is to what you mentioned. He's looking for the Alvarado on the baseline. He's looking for the Mikal Bridges losing his man in the back door. He's looking for the constant OG Anunoby slashes. Like that. Those are the number ones for him, knowing that you got this hobbled all-star in front of you, and I can just dribble right. The ball is in his court. The world is his oyster with these matchups, and he's realizing that, and he's utilizing it to his advantage, and just doubling up and blowing up his game in all facets, and that's defense included too. So yeah, Karl-Anthony Towns definitely deserves all the credit. And I was right there with you. Before we would go live on a lot of these post games, you and me talking mad trash to Karl-Anthony Towns, like, yo, we're gonna give him his credit tonight, but he could have shot more today. Oh, you're gonna give him his credit, but he fell asleep in the third. Like we were that way all season long. And again, to your point, rightfully so, but also got to give him that same credit for the way he's turning around at the right time, because he's bought in, and I think he gets it. This is what it's going to take for us to go the distance, and this is what it's going to take for him to not go back to what we saw in game 3 and game 2. This is the Knicks now. Mm-hmm. It stays this way. This is how it's going to be from here on out. So yeah, no, all the flowers and love to Karl-Anthony Towns for sure. He's got it figured out.
Absolutely, he's got it figured out. And like the thing too is about Towns, man, and like figuring it out, and just like that mentality that you're talking about is just the aggression, right? Like just knowing and seeing and just that's the thing, man. I mean, that drive that you're talking about, it's the decisiveness. You know what I mean? Like you're not. Yep. You're not like, oh, what should I do with this? Maybe I'll drive. It's like the decisiveness is what's really propelling his play, man, moving forward and being bought in, as you talked about, like, and that's a lot, man. Like I think for him, when you talk about being bought in, I think he understands like the moment, like, yo, this is my opportunity, and like a lot of it, and I think it's just feeling the pressure of like having to go far this season, man. I think it's settling in for everybody. Like, yo, if we don't buy into what the coach is saying, then what's going to happen to us, man? Like trade talks will be swirling around like there's no tomorrow. But I think the other thing too is not only with him buying in, is just that when you're buying in and it's actually translating to success that you're witnessing right in front of you, how can you not be bought in? You know what I mean? Like this is the whole point of like why you change coaches. That all right, we see it, they bought in for it, but we see that there's a ceiling. That's why they went with this coaching change, because they say, hey, how do we maximize all these players? And look, credit to Mike Brown, man. He believed that he could be something more than what he's been throughout his entire NBA career. And like for coaches to go against the grain like that, to like adjust a player and then allow that player to grow and figure things out on the fly, and then you get to see them thrive in that's a lot of trust, man. And so I know there was a rift at the beginning of the season with everyone seeing eye to eye on what wanted to happen, but shout out to Mike Brown for tweaking, staying consistent with it, and to getting like working with Towns to get him bought in, because look, at this point, you don't even need him to shoot 20 attempts per game. The impact that he's making on the efficient shooting, plus just having the rock in his hand just to be a playmaker. On top of that, the boards and playing deep, like that type of play from that position is invaluable, absolutely invaluable. So shout out to Towns, man. Towns has really been doing the damn thing, and just gotta give him his flowers, man. Absolutely gotta give him his flowers. Gotta give some flowers to the people that have been supporting the show, man. So I'm gonna get to some of the super chats right now. We got a lot of super chats coming through, so we're gonna get to some of them right now. First and foremost, shout out to Armin Duda for becoming a Fanchise channel member. Shout out to you. CL Kenrick, you're third right now in the chat just by your activity, but shout out to you for the $10 super chat. Says, what a win. Philly couldn't even stand a chance against the Brunson barrage. Cat foul trouble and still played good. Even garbage time was good. 76ers in trouble. Game 2, no more foul trouble. 98-137. Yeah, man, this team is just playing different. I mean, that's when the third string went out there and still was piling on, man. This team is, I mean, the way they were playing. I mean, go look out there. Bacone Danye, man, they're locked in too. This is not just the starters and bench, like second unit thing. This is a starter, second unit. Damn, if you could give the G League players some time, they might be doing the same thing too, man.
I know, right?
These cats are really locked in, man. These guys have bought it and are ready to go. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to Timothy Dantzler for being number 1 on the board right now in the chat. Shout out to you for being very active and for being a Fanchise channel member. And the $10 super chat says the watch party was lit with 7 fire emojis. I'm sure it was, man. Can't wait for CP to get here so we could hear all about it. Shout out to Chuck D. He was in the building. Shout out to Timothy Dantzler once again. He said Chuck D was in the building. Hashtag PE. Shout out to Chuck, man, for going to the watch party. Appreciate you. Appreciate the support as always, Chuck. Throw a hashtag P in the chat, man. Shout out to you, Timothy Dancer, for another super chat. $5 that is this time. We got New York to Pennsylvania 87. Shout out to you for being a Fanchise channel member. And the $5 super chat said Philly came in the garden like ish sweet. Nah, dog trash, man. Yeah, that team was beat. They were poof. And the Sixers fans are up in arms, and we know it's going to be complaining about everything the Knicks are doing and not just looking at their team, because that's how Sixers fans roll. Shout out to Knicks Forever for the $5 super chat. Says, long series, respect your opponent, but domination feels good, and we need to keep our foot on the gas pedal. Defense will win this chip. Yeah, I agree, man. You could be happy after game one, certainly happy after game one, but look, they got to do it again for game two. Knicks got to come back out, do it for game two, and show them that they're still this dominant team, because look, you don't want to have the naysayers being like, oh, well, you see, it was just a really good shooting night. Nah, put them away. Break their confidence. That's what Boston couldn't do. You got to do it this time. And you saw what happened in Atlanta. Knicks, you saw what happened in Atlanta. You can easily give a team life. Look what happened in Boston. Look what happened to the Pistons and the Orlando Magic. You could give a team life if you don't put them away early and take care of your business. So the Knicks got to come back out here in game two, do the same thing, put them away, and then have them thinking about everything that they're doing, man, and just be looking forward to their offseason, all right? So you got to put them away. Can't take anything lightly. Can't take anything lightly.
This is just step one.
Yeah, man.
This is just step one. Yep.
Shout out to Gradual. Shout out to Gradual, man, for the $10 super chat. He says, love. Well, shout out to you, man. Appreciate you for the support. We got Colombian Nick with the what is the COP? What is COP? What is the Colombian what is it called? Colombian peso? What is it? Let's see. Colombian currency is the Colombian peso. I was right. Colombian peso. Shout out for the 10,000 Colombian peso. It says, Vamos los Knicks. Yeah, man. Let's go. Let's go. What else we got here, man? Shout out to Fugazi with the $2 super chat. Appreciate you. We got Big Fig. Shout out to you for the $5 super chat. Says, if Mikal is out of his slump, genuinely, who the family-friendly show can stop us? Hey, man. When you see, I mean, even down to the bench, if these guys are all rolling, this is a tough team to cover, man. Tough team to cover, especially when their defense is also at that level. Shout out to Will from the Bronx. He said, with the $10 super chat, shout out to you. He said, I just jinxed it, but are we peaking at the right time? AKA New York Giants. As a 49-year-old New York sports fan, we don't do anything easy, but this team is looking like prime GS right now. I'm scared for my emotions.
Yeah, that's so fair as a Knicks fan. You know what I mean? Like, we want to enjoy this, but then it's also just like that. Oh, is that other version of Knicks gonna come at some point? You know what I mean? Yeah, I get that.
Oh my God, that's the PTSD.
No, I'm not allowing the PTSD to take over. Not today. We're not going back.
Shout out to Jason Galcanis, man. He said he sent out a tweet. He commented. He said, spoke to CP. The PTSD is under control right now.
Okay. Shout out to Jason.
Thank God. Let's see when he gets here, man. Let's see what happens when he gets here.
Yeah.
But all right, man. Let's get to some of these calls, man. We got some people waiting on the line. Let's get some calls. I want to hear what the people got to think about tonight. This is the People Show. So let's start off with King Mott. King Mott, are you there? How you feeling, my man? We've been talking on Twitter. How you feeling, my guy?
My guys, I'm feeling really good. I only have one thing to say. Everybody's better than Brunson until they got to go against Brunson. That's all I have to say. All I have to say. I've seen a lot of stuff on Twitter, social media, that Brunson's the third best player in the series. And it's almost comical. No, Brunson gets no respect, but game after game shows up big for us. That's all I'm going to say. Nice and sweet. Nobody's better than Brunson until it's time to play against Brunson.
That's the fact. Appreciate you, King Mott. Appreciate you. Yo, and that's the funny thing, man. Everyone likes to talk, but you know, that's just how it is, man. Especially when you're in New York, people just don't like New York. That's what it is. People don't like New York. People don't like anything about it. So then when you start to see a player who has been in top 5 MVP talks, top 8, top 10, and you see them doing well, they cooked your team, you start to feel some sort of way. And I know who's talking, man. You got Pistons fans who want that smoke. Philly fans want that smoke. Hawks fans want that smoke. What's funny is that Celtics fans were ready for, that's the funny thing right there. The Celtics fans thought they were going to have a chance against this.
Tragic.
Yeah, I got so because I live out here in Boston, CK, and so I had Celtics fans be like, "Oh, we're ready to spin the block as Jalen Brown." I was like, "I don't know what block you could be spinning, man, except for your own block. All right, that's all you could be spinning." And you know what, Jalen Brown, talk about spinning the block. All you could do is spin around that computer chair right now, just talking crazy on your Twitch channel. But hey, man, should have showed up. That's all I could say, man. Should have showed up. He could have came through. Could have came through the garden, the real garden, and got cooked too. We'll be waiting for you next year too. Don't worry. We'll be here, man. We ain't going nowhere. But shout out to King Mott. Shout out to King Mott. Let's get to Maly, man. Let's get to Maly on the Discord. Maly, how you feeling, bro? What's going on? Maly, are you there? Maly, I think you got to jump back out and jump back in, and then we'll get right back to you because I can't hear anything right now. So disconnect, and we'll bring you back up. Let's get to Rob on the Discord. Rob, how you feeling?
Great. My dad and I are on our way back from the game now. It's great to be in the building. Had a Philly fan next to us. He was like, "Oh, it's this crazy in the first quarter." I had the Brunson jersey on. I just looked at him. I was like, "It'd be a long night for you." But the starting five played out of their mind. Got to give my flowers to Mikal. People, get on him for his lack of aggressiveness. He actually took more shots than Maxey in the same amount of minutes. Maxey had no rhythm at all. Most of his points came at the line, so it was great to see that. But the same Philly fan at halftime was like, "Oh, if the Knicks shoot like this, we're never going to win." But I'm like, yeah, but at the same time, like, we're holding you to 75 points by the end of the third quarter. Like, our defense is what's creating our offense, and we're so much deeper than the Sixers as far as our bench goes. So I think the only way, this can go wrong for us is if we beat ourselves. Like, as I mentioned on the last call, if we keep this intensity up and keep playing as a team, we're a wrecking crew right now. So very pleased with what I saw.
Absolutely, Rob. How was obviously the vibes were great in the guard, but what was the atmosphere like, man? How was it?
Family show Embiid from the tip. It was pretty loud in there. Toward the end, it started to getting a little bit quiet just because we were up so much, and then the Cola chant started to get him in the game. Yes. People were going crazy for his shots. So, all around, just great energy. Even when we got a little lackadaisical in the third quarter, the crowd got back into it to try to get us a little, make sure we kept our foot on the gas. So, great crowd energy tonight.
Sounds like it, man. You could feel that energy through the first couple of quarters, but as you said, as the game wore on, it was you're excited, but it's like, damn, man, you're just beating a dead horse at this point. But appreciate the call, Rob. Appreciate you for tapping in.
Real quick, if I can just get one more row in. My dad and I ran into Ian Begley on the way out. He was at a loss for words after the 40 ball win. So that was pretty cool to see him. So we'll be tuning in.
There you go, man. Shout out to our guy, Ian Begley. Appreciate the call, Rob. Appreciate it as always.
Take care.
Ian's at a loss for words. That's when you know, man. That's when you know when, Ian, who was like cool, calm, collected, and like breaks this thing down about the Knicks, has been doing it for a minute. When he's at a loss for what he's watching, that's when you know things are getting crazy out here, man. That's when you know things are getting crazy out here. Man, let's keep the show rolling, man. We got a few more callers on the line before we get to
that. Isn't that crazy? You follow up a 51-point victory with 40. Like, we can't go back, Alex. Like, that's just insane. This is the playoffs, man. Oh no, man, it's crazy. It's just I just can't believe we're in the Twilight Zone, and I'm loving it.
Let me tell you something.
Don't take me out.
If the Knicks do this again for game 2, honestly, at some point, it's not a mistake. It's actually just legitimate. Good Lord. Just good Lord, man.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to Maly. Maly, we got you back here. Let's see if Maly can. What's going on, Maly?
Can you hear me now?
There we go. Now we can hear you. How are you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling good. We did what we were supposed to do. Again, obviously not going to jump off the rails one game, but this is what we gotta keep playing defense. I like how I don't know, for some reason every time Brunson sees Philly, I don't know, it's like he sees demons or something. I don't know. He be going crazy. But it's good. We just gotta keep the pace up, keep going at Embiid, man. His knees are cooked. I'm sorry.
Facts.
Keep going at him.
These hips, everything, man. He can't do anything, man. That man is a walking injury.
Yep. Look, I give Embiid credit. Like he can give you 30 at any time, but you can see he's not, fully there health wise. So Like I think when Brunson got that switch onto Embiid, it was just he didn't know where he was going. But yeah, we gotta keep putting the pressure up. I see the Philly fans making excuses about us having more rest. I'm not trying to hear any of that. It's the playoffs.
Oh my
But
goodness gracious.
let's keep putting the pressure, put our foot on their necks, continue. We can't feel sorry for them. And we have high aspirations and we have places to go. So I just see Philly there in the way and when they need to be dealt with. That's all.
All right,
So
man.
that's it.
Appreciate the call, Maly. Appreciate you for tapping as always. Yeah, look, that's going to be the whole thing, man. I mean, Embiid does not look like himself anymore. So, I mean, especially how he took a couple of spills against Boston, you could see that he's battling through injury. The guy is just clearly not himself anymore, and with all those injuries piling up, I mean, can anyone be surprised? I mean, you see him on the sideline, man. He looks like the Patrick Ewing meme. He's got ice on his knees. I mean, he had a hip contusion coming in this game. Shout out to my guy Adam Aronson, who I had on the show yesterday previewing the game, and it's like, yo, he had a hip contusion. I'm like, and then you see today he gets hit in the abdominal, probably where he had his surgery, and the guy's like keeled over, like you thought this man was about to collapse right on the floor. He is going. Look, credit to Embiid, man, to play through all those injuries and to be out there. Very difficult thing to do, but he is not the same player. And look, if he's going to be out there, you just got to go. You got to attack him every single time. You can't be kind. That's not what the playoffs are, man. That's not what sports are. If you're going to be out there, there's a weakness. We're going to expose it every single time. And the thing is too, they don't got a legitimate. I mean, Drummond's okay, but they don't have a center that can fill the shoes and just stop anybody. I mean, if you're going to put Drummond on Cat, God bless you, man, because that, as we saw tonight, that is also barbecue chicken. I mean, these are two matchups for Cat where we should see him dominate, but for Embiid, man, that guy is just cooked. Absolutely cooked.
So, 2 words. Tough break. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, all right. No, my problem. You're right. Great player, fantastic MVP and all that stuff. But we got a job. We got a mission. So, not my problem. Sorry, Joel Embiid. You'll be all right.
Not my problem. But look, man, you get some bad juju too after everything you did, especially to one Mitchell Robinson. I mean, there's a whole highlight reel of you being a dirty player. We got it. So it's all good, man. This is there is karma. There is absolutely karma. Let's get to another call, man, before we get to key stats of the night. I do see Ari on the line. CP gets here because CP does want to talk to you. I did get that word. So he does want to talk to you. So I'm going to keep you on the line for a bit. But let's get to Will from LI, man. Will from LI, how you feeling, bro?
What's going on, Alex? What's going on, CK? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, man.
Sir.
You're loud and clear. The stage is yours.
Awesome. Listen, I'm on the iron train, so I know that it's a little bit loud. So I'll try to keep it quick. Hey, listen, man. I didn't go to the game, but like I said, I went to the next best thing, the KnicksFanTV watch party. Okay. And first off, the day was starting amazing. I got to speak and chop it up with the legend, Chuck D. PE's in the chat. He's just as cool in person versus on the phone. I was literally talking to Chuck D, and I said a sentence, and then he replied to my sentence, and I thought I was going to faint. I was like, this is insane. What's going on? This is Chuck D. So shout out to Chuck D. PE's in the chat. But listen, man, what can I say, man? What can I say? Listen, man, all day long, bro, all day long, the first takes, the ESPNs, all these people saying, hey, man, I'm giving it to the Sixers. They're a more talented team than the Knicks. And I'm just like, okay, I like it because I want us to be that underdog. I want it. This is where we thrive. And now, if anything, I'm a little bit upset because we beat the asses so bad that now tomorrow you get to see all the fake, the flip floppers. Oh yeah, I'm gonna give it to the Knicks. This is why we go to KFTV because we know the real Knicks fans know. Shout out to Timothy Chalamet. He skipped the Met Gala. He's like, listen, I'm not going over there. I'm going to the Knicks Nation, man. Big ups to everybody. We beat them by almost 40. Listen, I know Mikal Bridges didn't get 20 points, but he had 17. Everybody was it was so smooth. Butter. It was so smooth. It was effortless. I'm not going to take too much of anybody's time, but I'm going to end this with this. I know that Philly was trying to stop us from coming to game 3 and game 4. They didn't try hard enough because I got game 3 tickets. I'm going to call in for game 3 from whatever arena they call it. I don't even know what they call that arena over there. But we're going to be in there. We're going to take over that arena. We're going to, that is MSG West, okay? Because we know the difference between East and West, okay? And we're going to take over that building. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to KFTV. Shout out to everybody, man. It's Knicks Nation. I'm still going to say Knicks in 5. Okay, I'm gonna be humble. Let's just after tonight, it's 0-0. Let's just go in there. Let's eat our food, and then we're gonna come back, and then we're gonna be in there on Friday. Shout out to y'all, man. Take care. Take care.
Shout out to Will. Oh, you're muted. Yeah, Alex, you're muted. Alex, you're muted, brother.
Damn, I was muted.
Yeah, you were.
Wow, I don't even know how that happened. But once again, shout out to Will from LI.
Yes. Yes.
Shout out to Will from LI. Always a good call. And look, shout out to Chuck, man, for showing up to the watch party. Chuck, like when you see Chuck
and the play-by-play.
And
he doubled up. He was in the play-by-play too. I didn't even know he was at the watch party. Yeah, man. Chuck's a real one.
Chuck is a real one, man. Grounded, down to earth guy. Chuck is so real, man. He's just like one of us, man. Just a big fan of the team. Like he is truly one of us. So shout out to Chuck, man. Shout out to him. But to Will's point, man, like, yo, I find that funny that they're like, oh no, based on your zip code, you're not gonna be able to get tickets. You know, we're gonna try to limit how many Knicks fans are in the building. You know what probably happened when they tried that stunt? Damn, we're not making many ticket sales, man. Maybe we gotta open this thing back up again. Maybe that's why. So, hey, man, ain't nobody like Knicks fans, man. We will pack out our arena like there's no tomorrow, man. We will take over too. But shout out to Will, man. Shout out to everybody. Let's get to key stats of the night, CK. Let's get to some key stats of the night before we continue to take some more calls. And yeah, this was a good one, people. This was a good one. My favorite stat is 137 to 98. That's my favorite stat. All right. So shout out to the Knicks for doing that and putting the Sixers in their place. But going down the board, you see that the Knicks were able to win the rebounding battle 39 to 28. They also won the assist battle. I mean, by a wide margin, 34 to 15. Knicks won the steal battle 10 to 6. They won the block battle 6 to 1. Turnover battle, they won that too. Knicks have been very good this postseason, protecting the rock, especially after Game 4 against the Hawks. 14 turnovers to the Sixers 19. And then the shooting, man. The shooting was just on one. 63% from the field to the Sixers 41%. 51% from downtown to the Sixers 37%. And then the free throw line didn't win that battle. Sixers shot 79%. Knicks shot 71%. You know, so still to be work done around there, but still good stuff by the Knicks from just like the big, you know, overall statistical categories. But here's my favorite, man, the hustle points, the hustle categories, fast break points. Just took advantage of the Sixers, man. Let's see, we're going to test Embiid and we're going to test your depth. Are you guys conditioned enough to keep up with this Knicks pace, whether it's the first or the second unit in tonight's matchup? Clearly not. Knicks got 16 to the Phillies, to the Sixers 3 points in transition. Then you got where the Knicks won the second chance point opportunities 18 to 12, and then points in the paint. Knicks won that one 58 to 32. Just dominance all over the place, man. Absolute dominance all over the place. What a great performance by the Knicks tonight. CK, what was your favorite stat of the night?
You said at the very top, the assist. I loved the way that the ball is moving, because that just means that the talk and the jargon we've been saying on the last few nights is it's not just talk. It is the lifestyle of this new look New York Knicks here mid playoffs. The ball movement, the trust in one another. You know, we were, you know, calling for coaches to be fired and people to be traded and sent to Wisconsin and whatnot. But everyone dialed in and everybody's moving the rock, and the assist numbers showed everybody. Multiple 6 assist games for several players, Bridges 5. Like the way that the team is trusting each other at the perfect time. And you see that big of a disparity. Like, yeah, the assist to me, I love that. and it was a big part of the reason why we blew this thing wide open from the jump. So assists is my favorite stat.
Yeah, mine is going to be the fast break points, man. I mean, this team is one that we saw during the regular season that wasn't, one to just get out and just push the pace continuously. We've seen that now from the Hawks series to now that this Knicks team does have the juice to get out there and run. And that's something that I like because nothing easier than getting some easy buckets out in transition where you have the open court to yourself. Obviously, Hart, Mikal, OG, all those guys leading the way in that category. But I thought for the Knicks to take advantage of Embiid while he was out there saying, all right, let's make it 5-on-4. We're going to get out there in transition. Let's make it 5-on-4 and we'll have the advantage. And then on top of that, they have shallow depth. They're playing really 6.5. Like Bona got in like at the tail end, like he wasn't going to do anything in the third quarter. You know what I mean? Like that guy was just hacking everybody. Just be like he tried to be an enforcer.
He was a mess. The minute he checked in, he was a nightmare. I got secondhand embarrassment. He was running into folks, taking people. Yeah, Bona did not have a great look today. But yeah, you're right. 6.5 is definitely a good way to put it for sure.
Yo, so like when you look at this Sixers bench and you just see like what they're working with, man. I mean, good Lord. I mean, they had it. They even went out to Watford. I mean, obviously that was for garbage time, but still, like this, they don't really have anybody. Grimes is that sixth guy, and then after that, man, you're like, I mean, Drummond got 9 minutes, Bona got 4. Like they're searching for answers on this team, man. So for the Knicks, that's why I like the transition scoring, the fast break points, because if they're going to be using a shallow bench and they're really going to rely on their starters, let's see if you guys got the conditioning. CK, you look at the minutes distribution tonight. You know who played the most minutes? Jalen Brunson, 31 minutes.
31, yeah, that part.
31.
Yeah.
These guys, the lowest in the starting five is Josh Hart. No, sorry, Towns with 20. 20. And Towns still had 17 points in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And the 6 assists and the 6 boards. They didn't have to expend guys. And if you could do that while giving these guys some rest, when you're looking at the other side, and you're going to see these guys just climb up into numbers as the series progress, I mean, the transition scoring, the fast break points, that's really going to be the key point for this Knicks team and dominating. So that's why that's my favorite stat of the night, man. And that is key stats of the night brought to you by SeatGeek. People, let me tell you something about SeatGeek, all right? Ticket prices are crazy, especially during postseason. We already know how Madison Square prices are, man. They are, I mean, it's like you're putting down a mortgage just to go watch a game. So what's the best way to go find some tickets, man, for a good price? Let's use SeatGeek, all right? It's the number one ticketing app out there, number one rated ticketing app out there, and they can help you find tickets for a good price, man. And the cool thing about SeatGeek is that when you're using the app, it shows you which tickets are good for the price and which ones are bad. So they'll show you the green dot or the red dot. Green means go, red means stay away. You can buy what it says on the red dot if you really want to get into the building, but when they're doing the price comparison, they're going to show you the green just to say, hey, for the seat, for the price point, this is the best deal you're going to get. And so that's why we trust SeatGeek, man. It's expensive enough to get into the Garden or to get anywhere to go watch your team play. But when you're using SeatGeek, you can rest assured knowing that you're going to be paying the best price for the best experience. So make sure to go use SeatGeek. Use that promo code KFTV10 to get 10% off your tickets, and you can continuously use the promo code KFTV10 to get 10% off your tickets. So make sure to go to SeatGeek, support our sponsor, use that promo code KFTV10 to get 10% off your tickets, okay? And shout out to all the people, man, in the chat, man. Shout out to the Fanchise channel members in here. I see you people in here, man. Shout out to, first and foremost, got to give the salute to our Chief Mod and Operation TM. Shout out to you, my guy. Always in here doing the damn thing. Appreciate you. Who else we got in here? We got Jay's Official. Shout out to you. We got Smooth Guitar in here. Shout out to you, Smooth Guitar. Who else we got? We got Flyboy Kev. Shout out to you. We got It's That Bab. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Who else we got in here? We got Brooklyn's Finest. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to Julio KFTV Watch Party Gang. Shout out to you for being in here as well. We got Chuck D in the chat, man. Look at him. He goes to the watch party. He's in the play-by-play. He's now here in post-game, man. Throw a hashtag PE in the chat. Shout out to Timothy Dantzler. We got a couple people in here, man. CK, any Fanchise channel members you want to shout out?
Yeah, I saw the Logic Sir, Brooklyn's Finest, been killing me with all the sayings all night long. He's been killing it right now. Shout out to Julio. I'm trying to get some that we did not get to just yet. Never forgive action, family indeed. Christopher Blake, shout out to you always being here, whether it is here or it is what's it called? Play-by-play. My guy Marcus Miller 99. Appreciate you. Daquan Tillery been yelling for BTA. Daquan, Alex, he wanted us to win by 70. So he's not pleased. He's not pleased. He says he wants more. So shout out to my guy Daquan. Shout out to Smooth Car, everybody. MJ923. We got a lot. Appreciate everybody. I gotta give love to Russell Whiskey and the play-by-play for gifting 10 memberships out. That, spreading the love and getting more people a part of the franchise. So yeah, all love, Knicks family. We doing this thing, man.
And, shout out to a few more. We got a few more super chats in here. Just want to shout them out as well. We got Mr. Virginia 278 with the $5 super chat. Says the fact they haven't let go of the rope in 3 to 4 games in a row is significant. Long way to go, but they look more focused and together. Shout out to you, Mr. Virginia. Shout out to Nick's Girl 444 for the $10 super chat. Appreciate it. We got Triple C Pointer, Fanchise channel member, and the $5 super chat. Says I predicted Knicks in 6, but if we are locked in the family show we got this in 4. Fo. Hashtag peace to Moses Malone. Let's go, Knicks. Orange and blue skies. All right. And we got Frank Nitty Too Gritty with the $10 super chat. Appreciate you for being a Fanchise channel member as well. He says, let's go, Knicks. Really wanted to call in tonight, but got to go back in from lunch. Love y'all. Love the show. This team brings tears to my eyes. 5 of 16. Let's get it, baby. Go Knicks, and Knicks in 4. We got Raging Pianist with the $2 super chat. Shout out to you for being a Fanchise channel member. Says Brown's adjustment to Hack and Mitch were top notch. Yeah, we gotta give some shout out to Huck Porter too, man. He did a really good job out there. Shout out to Janelle. Oh, we got the captain in here. We got the captain joining us. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. We got the captain here.
We got a new towel.
Ooh, look at that.
New towel. Oh, the round 2. They came correct round 2. They came correct.
Yeah.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. And you know what? We got 3,000 people on here. We're giving it away tonight.
Ooh.
Tonight. Here's a T-shirt. Round 2 T-shirt. We're going to give people a little piece of the garden. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Salute. Always Knicks. Don't really like the logo this year, but it is what it is. We'll give it away.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Yeah, the towel was fine.
I wasn't going to say anything. Go ahead.
Yeah, the always Knicks is lame. We'll go with all or nothing, blue collar, big stage, the KnicksFanTV way. That's why we go with the for the fans, by the fans. They should have consulted the fans. That's why they came up with it. But it is what it is. Skip that.
It's fine. It's fine.
What's good? Yeah. What's good, man? What's the topics for today, man?
Hey, man, we talk about everything and under the sun. I mean, most importantly, we got to give some credit to Huck Porty, man, because shout out to Raging Pianist with the super chat. Said Huck Brown's adjustment to Hack and Mitch was top notch, and putting Huck Porty out there. Hey, shout out to Huck, man. Shout out to Huck for doing the damn thing. But how you feeling, man? What are your topics, man? What are you thinking? I mean, you're at the watch party. You watched the game. We're expecting the monologue.
I was at the Garden. I was at the Mecca tonight. I was everywhere. I was everywhere. I stopped at the watch party first. Shout out to the Rhyme Animal Chuck D, man. Had to, pay respects first. Protocol. You know what I mean? Had to get to the watch party. I saw he had pulled up. He had hit us up yesterday, Al. Let us know he was pulling up. And so had to get there first. First and foremost, first order of business. Had to salute the king. You know what I'm saying? So we had a great moment, man. Took some pictures and whatnot. Shout out to DJ Eric L. Beats. Shout out to our guy Jimmy, lifelong KFTV fan, and the Rhyme Animal Chuck D and his daughter as well, man. Very nice people. That's my family. So I was happy to see them and get a chance to chop it up with them. Got to the Garden. Hey, what have I been saying in the last 4 wins? Business. I did see J Cal tonight. I did, right? J Cal.
Oh, so he did give my mentions, man. He said he talked to you. Your PTSD is under control, so it's under control. I hope
under control, but it's about business, and that is what the squad did again tonight. They went out there and manhandled these dudes, right? Leave no stone unturned. Leave no doubts. Shout out to the captain first and foremost. I came on earlier today with my keys to victory, and I felt like this is the series, just like in 24, where Jalen can easily step into 30 points per game. Easy. This is not the Hawks series, right? This is not Detroit yet. This is a series. This is an intermediate series where there should be no problems for him to get into his offense on any given night, unless the Sixers just want to all-out blitz, and then then you're in trouble because the Knicks have options. I'm going to get to those options, but either way, shout out to Jalen, man. I mean, his offense was just fluid. You could see him just from our vantage point, we had good seats, man. You could just see him stepping into his bag, stepping into the offense, just effortless. There was no shot that he had difficulty with or any challenge from the Philadelphia defense. The way he was able to get to the free throw line, draw the contact, and won. This was just a Jalen Brunson arsenal that was, typical. Typical from our guy. And like I said, in this series, it should be easy for him to average northwards of 25 points per game. And if he doesn't get there, it's because he's just having an off shooting night. But I don't see any resistance from the Philadelphia defense that would say, oh, man, this could be a tricky matchup. Yeah, so I talked to somebody that's like, oh, what if they put Paul George on him? Yeah, they put Paul George on him. That leaves somebody else with advantages. And that's what I saw tonight from the Knicks. Like, I just saw advantages everywhere. Shout out to Mikal. Mikal being aggressive. He got a nice ovation from the Garden crowd tonight. Well deserved. I thought his defense on Maxey was great. And then offensively, just taking what the defense was giving him, but being aggressive at the same time. So I thought Mikal was great. I loved OG's offense tonight, man. Loved it. The way that OG is maturing in this offense, he was patient. He was steady. He took the mismatches on. He was attacking the basket. The threes, just 2 threes, but knocked them down. The efficiency. The dog is so confident. His confidence is sky high right now. And again, another one where it's like, all right, yeah, at times he had PG on him. But if at times, the Sixers need to switch out onto him, it's food. Whether it's Maxey on him or it's Edgecombe on him or it's Kelly Oubre, this is another matchup that the Knicks should be winning easily. All along the perimeter, to me, they've got matchups that they can win. Paul George will have his moments where defensively he'll tighten up. Maybe tonight wasn't his night. They're coming off the Game 7. They had to travel to New York, as we saw Nick Nurse wave the white flag in the third quarter, late in the third.
Yeah.
Once I saw Watford and all the guys
come in, Watford came.
Yeah, I turned to wifey. I was like, I think they're waving a white flag. She's like, there's no way. It's the playoffs. I was like, I think Nick Nurse is punted to Wednesday, and they did. So I think that told you everything that you needed to know in terms of what they had in the tank. You could expect a better Philly output on Wednesday, but even still, Knicks are ready, man. Knicks are ready. They are ready. And this is just another notch in the mission. We know what the mission is. We know where we finished last year. And this is a better team, fellas. This is a better team that is locked in. They're playing cohesive basketball. And this is the output. They washed them tonight. They washed them. And, in the fourth quarter, we got to watch the G League showcase. You know what I'm saying? Knicks fans headed for the exits. I had my feet up on the seats, and we watching the Tyler Kolek and Pacome Dadier G League showcase in the playoffs.
Hey, don't you forget about Muhammad Diawara.
Shout out to Mo, right? So you're watching. I mean, this is crazy. The Knicks fans went home super early tonight, and the Embiid factor. Look, it's still going to be a factor in this entire series. Think about it.
Sure.
First quarter. He drew like 7 fouls in the first quarter.
8. He got to the free throw line for 8.
Right. I'm saying the free throw, but I think like overall, know what I'm saying?
You mean. Yeah.
Between OG, he drew 2 on Cat. He drew like 2 on Mitch. That's just the experience. And so, but what I do think is that the Knicks will adjust, especially Mitch. They're gonna adjust to all the theatrics. They're gonna adjust to the tricks with Embiid and Maxey, and I think that's going to be an advantage Knicks as the series progresses. But you live with it. You just live with it. And I love the defense on Maxey tonight. They hassled him. They put 2 on the ball. The hard hedges, the hard shows and recovers. Get it out of his hands and live with the result. You know, you're gonna get a better effort from him on Wednesday. You're gonna get more aggression from him on Wednesday. But for now, I liked how they handled it in game one. Overall, everybody just did their job, man. Everybody just did their job.
Everyone did their job. And I'll say to the Embiid factor, man, like, yeah, he probably will have like a slightly better game on Wednesday. But look, man, you see, I was telling CK earlier, the man looks like that Patrick Ewing meme. Ice on the ice on the knees. He's got the towel over the place. You know, he's dealing with a hip contusion. You saw him get hit in the abdomen today. The man was keeled over. Like, he looked like he was about to, you know, hurl on the court. The guy's dealing with a lot, man. There's not much like he can really do at this point. Like, it really is the Maxey and PG show for the most part. Like, Embiid is still a threat. You can't just let him walk into his shots. Like, he could still, like, he had that shot over Mitch where he just tweened and just pulled up for sure. But I think for this team, like, as Cat did, man, as he drove baseline and got the dunk on him, like, you just got to be aggressive. Look for that switch and test him every single moment you get.
And like Marie was saying in the game, like, they almost didn't go at him enough in this game.
Right. No, they didn't.
I think so too.
Especially like, you know, he's getting all those ticky-tack fouls and he's getting the respect. And then once again, Karl Anthony Towns, he's getting thrown onto the floor. No respect. But also between Karl, OG, like the Knicks, you know, balance the perimeter attack. They didn't go at Embiid enough in this game to really test him. And put the onus on the referees to get that same respect. I hope they do that on Wednesday because again, you're gonna get some more of that from Philly, especially Embiid and Maxey. They're gonna do more to get to the free throw line, and you know, Edgecombe as well. They're gonna be a desperate team on Wednesday, as you would expect. So I hope the Knicks can match that same intensity in terms of, you know, leaving it to the refs to make a decision. But you have to test him. He's limited. He's hobbled. So test them out there.
Well, how about?
Isn't it crazy that you can say that they didn't go after Embiid enough, and we? I feel like that was in the beginning, at least. I feel like we it was there. I feel like it was right there, especially with Towns. I was like, yeah, let's go after him. Let's go. We saw him dribble right past him, and I wanted more of that, but. I mean, it's not like it was necessarily needed today because we won by 39 points. Everybody was cooking, you know what I mean? So that's what's so funny. Like, it is something we wanted to see more of, but we was so hot, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We could try it on Wednesday. We could throw that in on Wednesday, and maybe it'll be 45. We'll find out. We'll find out.
And to your point, CK, like, you didn't even need, since you didn't need to utilize it tonight, why even put the film out there to see, like, how do you adjust for that?
Facts.
Go in game 2. Go utilize it if you need to. Like, if they do this again without having to do that, then that's in your back pocket. Like, oh, well, we haven't even used this yet. You don't even know how to switch up for that. So we'll expose you there. But you know what, CP, you said, let the refs call, let the refs make the call for Embiid. I mean, they tried hacking Mitch in the first quarter. He grabbed Mitch. They didn't call that. And then they had to wait for somebody else. I forget who that guy's name was. What was his name? Broom, right? Broom was the guy that committed the foul. It's like, boom. They called on Embiid. They didn't even give Embiid the foul. So I don't know, man. If I trust the rest,
it's that type of superstar respect, you know, with the extender and those guys. But on the other side, you know, he just picked up so many cheap ones. The first play of the game, he picked up a cheap one on OG, running through a screen. Then he gets Karl, and I don't think Karl needed to grab him. As he was cutting down the middle, I didn't think Karl needed to grab him, but he got that. The second one on Karl, I'm screaming like, get your hands out of there. Just go straight up vertical. And Karl had his hands in, and Embiid, the rip through. You're going to get it every single time. Karl and Mitch, you got to stay vertical with him and just live with the result. Because he's trying to do the rip through, man, and just draw that contact. They're going to call it every single time. But I think Karl and Mitch will adjust. They have the tape out there. You know, let him do his one-on-ones. Let him do the one-on-ones, man. That's it. And again, you just live with the result. But the couple things I was pleased with, the stocks from the starters. You know, the bench got extended minutes, so forget the bench. But the stocks from the starters, 3 steals for Josh Hart. Loved this game tonight. 8 points, 8 boards, 6 assists, 3 steals and a block. Mr. Everything. Loved it. Jumping into the passing lanes, forcing turnovers. This wasn't, Philly like throwing the ball to the Knicks. No, this was us taking it. And Josh Hart being a big factor in that. So, Hart with 3 steals, Mikal with 1, Jalen with 2. You had 2 blocks from Karl-Anthony Towns, 1 from OG, 2 blocks from Huck Porty, right? Alvarado with a good steal that was within when the game was, within respectability. So those things were good because Philly coming into this game was number 1 in the league in terms of turnovers. Celtics weren't turning them over in that series. So I think that's a good sign of where the Knicks defense is. And then as you touched on, getting out in transition. They can't handle the Knicks transition game. That was excellent again tonight, 16-3. The Knicks won that. So Philly turns it over 19 times, leads to 25 Knicks points. Great job there. 16-3, the fast break battle. Great job there. Shots aren't always going to fall. The Knicks were fortunate to shoot, 51% from 3. Hey, Wednesday night, 63% from the field, 51 from 3. Wednesday night might not be so great, but keep being aggressive on the defense. This is what I've been saying, man. The Knicks defense is where I want to see them raise their level of play. That is how they're going to win the championship. Playing defense like that, because then you get easy offense out of that. So it was a good night for them in that regard.
We talk about defense and offense. You know who we haven't really brought up? Deuce McBride, man.
Deuce, 94 feet.
Yo, he is 94 feet. That man, it was funny. After talking with Adam yesterday for previewing the show, he was like, we talked about our X Factors. I thought he was going to give me a Sixers X Factor. He comes out and says Deuce McBride is the X Factor. And Deuce was X Factor tonight, man. Yo, 16 minutes, gets you 8 points, 3 of 6 from the field, 2 of 5 from downtown. And, we talk about Mikal and his defense on Maxey. Deuce did a really good job on Maxey, too. Fighting over screens, staying connected to his hip, making him take tough, contested shots. And just, look, it's one thing if Maxey gets an open lane, you can't get those. But if Maxey has to go ducking and weaving between 3 or 4 defenders, and that's because someone's fighting around the screen, as McBride was doing, I will accept that. Just because he's that crafty, you can't do anything, man. It's just better offense against good defense at that point. But I thought for McBride to come up big with some of the shot making that he had tonight, man, just drilling some big threes that really swung the momentum, and then playing, as you mentioned, CP, 94 feet and having to take on the Maxey assignment. He's going to be another key factor in this, man, because when you talk about legs, mentioning how I talked about transition and just outrunning them, when you have 9-10 bodies that you can throw out there, and then you can constantly switch it up, saying, all right, we know what's going to be in Bridges with the starting 5. You're going to get some Hart on you. Maybe OG will get a crack at it, but then you got to get McBride off the bench, and then Clarkson will get his chances too. That's so many guys that you have to adjust to offensively, and all of them guard in a different manner. Maxey's going to be exhausted, man. They're playing a 6.5-man rotation. I know this man is like the Energizer Bunny. He can run for days, but at some point you will get tired out. And so, between all these guys, it's going to be a challenge. But hey, shout out to McBride, man, for holding it down on both sides of the court tonight.
It's going to be kind of like what the Pacers did to JB in the Eastern Conference Finals. The Celtics didn't have that type of luxury that the Knicks do right now. You can go to Deuce 94 feet because, hey, you ultimately know, hey, if he gets into trouble, we can go to Jalen. But guess what? You got Alvarado there. Clarkson is playing gritty still. You got Shamet. Shamet's going to be fighting for his spot back in the rotation. So you got 3 guys right there on your bench that you can sick onto Maxey. 94 feet. Burn the fouls. Burn yourself out because you got a guy ready to step up in the event that you falter. This is where the Knicks' depth is going to help win this series. And look, Maxey, he only took 9 shots tonight. He had 4 turnovers. You can probably predict that this will be his worst game of the series. However, the Knicks do have the bodies that you can throw at him. And I thought Deuce getting that shot tonight, he took advantage of it with the 94 feet, hit a couple of nice buckets. That first 3 of the game, the crowd was into it. The crowd loved it. And, Deuce set the tone for the bench tonight. He definitely set the tone for the bench. So, overall, good job. I still like Clarkson's minutes. The first turnover that he had was boneheaded, but I thought he settled in a little bit after that. Didn't get to score all that much. I still want to see that. especially once they get to the next round and beyond. They're going to need the bench to score a little bit better. But overall, I like the grit, man. Overall, I like the grit.
I argue that we didn't even get to see his full potential today. I think he played great today, but I feel like there's still more that could be seen. Not in a bad way, like in a good way. I feel like that because of how much we opened this game up from so early on. I feel like even in that 3 for 6 and to everything you guys both just said, I feel like there's just so much more that Deuce could also add, which is a problem for Philadelphia. I thought that this was a good sample size, but I think there's a lot more coming for Deuce in this series. And I also want to add to that just a little bit of a tidbit is Jose Alvarado too. I feel like in his short space of time, I thought he was all right, and we didn't even really need to use too much of him. You can see that we saved him to let Kolek finish the job in that fourth quarter. So yeah, I just think that I hate to use this analogy again, CP, stick with us. Even in a 40-point win, I still don't feel like we reached our final form. I feel like we saw a lot of essence for a lot of things in this game, but we just pointed out 3 things that we didn't even have to go to in this game alone while we won by 40 points. So that's why I love so much about this team, and we're just figuring it out at the best time possible, and there's just still work to be done. And that's a great thing for us to be watching as fans, man.
100%. I just think the key is, a lot of people in the chat giving Jordan Clarkson a lot of props for his defense. I think that their defense on a whole, as a collective, just
Huge.
being on a string, their intensity. Like I said, man, they understand the mission, bro.
They do.
They understand the mission, man.
They
CP,
do.
I said this at the beginning of the show, and I don't know if we were tapping at that time, but here's the defensive rating for the Knicks. They're third right now with 103.1. Number 1 is Detroit with 101.9. Now, we could dissect opponents and all that type of stuff, but this is the big number for me. The net rating, New York is number 1 with a 21.4. 21.4. To have that type of separation, by the way, it's better than OKC, who's at 17.8. It's better than San Antonio, who lost tonight, by the way, to the Wolves, led by Julius Randle.
Yeah, they did.
You baby, let's go.
He outplayed Wemby too. Yeah, Julius outplayed Wemby.
Let's go.
Yeah, man.
Let's go, Juju.
Yeah, man.
Let's go.
But to get back to the point, New York is right now like on a string on both ends, man. Like it is. That tells you. Honestly, the net rating tells you how crazy the defense is. Yeah. Because to get that type of separation and scoring with your defense, you got to be on the string. You have to be.
Yeah, they're locked in, man. They are locked in. So it's good stuff. We got a $20 super. You know what? I said the name Julius like Batman, like Candyman, and of course, who pops up? We got a $20 super chat from you know who. It's only Monday, but here comes Sergeant Sources. Robert Randolph, Mr. Friday Night Knicks, right on time. Before I even finished saying Julius, he dropped the super chat. King Julius just led the Wolves to upset the Spurs. OG and Brunson and Mikal punched the Sixers in the mouth all night. Knicks in 7. Whoa.
Wait.
We have a Friday night Nick night. Bud going to Philly. Bus going to Philly on Friday. Stay tuned for details. Okay. All right. So if you want to be stranded at Penn Station, you go holla at Sergeant Sources on the Friday night Nick bus. But if you want to ride to Philly Friday night, hit us up, man. I'm on the Excella. Sources, I appreciate the offer. I'm on the Iron Horse. I'm on the Amtrak. I'll see you in Philly. You meet me in Philly, Sources. Hit me up. I'm sure the bus. I'm sure you mean well with the bus and all of that. I'm in Philly. I'll take the train, Philly, the Friday night train to Philly. I'll meet y'all down there. All right? So shout out to Sergeant Sources, man.
Imagine he pulls up with a school bus.
He's coming through with the dollar van.
Oh, my God, the dollar van.
He's coming through with the dollar van. Game time, 7 o'clock. Sources pulling up at 6 o'clock. Sources, we got to get to Philly, man. What you doing? I thought the game was at MSG. Nah, man, we got to get to Philly, man. Shout out to Sources. Sources, were you in the building tonight at the Garden, man? I did not see you at the Garden tonight. What's up, man? Were you in the building tonight?
Sergeant Source is driving a dollar bus with some Rand nephew in the cup holder.
Absolutely. with some wild Irish rose, you know? With one of them little fireball bottles, the little plastic joints you get at the gas station. You know? Shout out to Sources. Call back anytime. Who else? J Cal was in the building. Shout out to J Cal. J Cal was in the building. Who else? Shout out Christopher Abbott, man. Death of a Salesman, fellas. We got me and wifey went to Death of a Salesman over the weekend, man. Christopher Abbott tore it down. Yeah, excellent production. It was a great job, man. Went to Broadway on Saturday. Saw Death of a Salesman. Christopher Abbott was in the building. Who else? We saw a lot of, it's KFTV fam, inside the garden, outside the garden. Shout out to everybody, man. Rebecca from Knicks Twitter. Shout out to her and the Pops, man. Good people. Who else we see? We saw a ton of people, man. A lot of our regulars. Morelli's always in there. So shout out to everybody that we saw at the Garden tonight, man. Inside and outside, man.
Jameson, shout out to Jameson. He says, CP, your guy Shabui was in the building tonight.
Yeah, Shabui was there. He got the first ovation. I said, Shabui in the building, yo.
Shabui?
Yeah, Shabui.
Yeah, not Shabuzi. It's Shabui for him.
Oh, my fault. I was okay. I thought I was hearing it wrong.
Shabui got the first. He got the first celebrity. Or was it Tuck? Tuck got an early one. Justin Tuck.
Justin Tuck was first. No, Justin Tuck was first. 100%. Yeah.
Tuck was first.
Yeah.
Respect.
Yes.
And then I think Shabui was next because he's new. You know what I mean? He's new here. We had to give him his protocol and all of that. So Shabui got his respect.
Shabui.
Sure.
Yeah,
sure.
Shout out to Shabui and them, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to $20 super chat. Sun Doggy 8, man. We got to shout out Sun Doggy, man. He's always gifting people Fanchise channel memberships. $20 super chat from a Fanchise channel member. Says proud to be part of the KFTV community. Knicks and 6. Shout out to Sun Doggy. We definitely appreciate you, man. Okay. All right. Before we get back to the phones, shout out King David, Alan CK. He's $10 super chat, Fanchise channel member as well. Says Huck staying ready. Yep, definitely give credit to Huck. Says Ben showed up. Check. Brunson unguardable. Check. Mikal gut shot to MB. Check. And no fourth quarter starter minutes. No bodega. No bling. No cat. No rings. I like the way that cat battled, even though he was in kind of like that foul predicament. It's good. This could really be his toughest matchup of the playoffs.
Could be, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Could be.
And CP, and tonight he only played 20 minutes and still got 17 points, 6 assists, 6 boards in 20 minutes.
Only reason why he played slow because of those fouls.
Yeah.
Hey, man, people, stay tuned for the Fanchise channel members. We're going to give this away. Al, let's get to the phones, man. Let's clear the phones and the super chats, and let's get to it, man. We'll give this away, man. This is a nice towel, man. I kind of want to keep this for myself. I do have extras for myself, but this is going to a Fanchise channel member, man. That the towel and the T-shirt, we're giving you guys a piece of the garden, man. We give back to the family because you guys give to us, man. We appreciate the time and support. All right, Al, let's get to the phones, man.
All right, man. Let's get to our guy, STG Nick. STG Nick is on the line, man. How you doing, bro?
Man, I'm doing good. Didn't get a chance to see CP in the Garden, but it was definitely good vibes. Early on, I thought the energy was high. You had the, shenanigans there with Embiid and the chants they were chanting right before tip-off. Everyone was yelling it.
Yeah.
It was a good, back and forth early on, but then, they were going at Embiid. There was one play where Towns literally just blew right by Embiid. I mean, if they just put him in actions, there's just no way they're going to be able to keep up. I mean, he's just not moving well defensively, and this is as healthy as he's going to be. So whenever he's out there, it's definitely going to be barbecue chicken. I mean, another thing, too, you look at the free throw discrepancy. We won by basically 40, and Philly shot double the amount of free throws. I mean, we shot 17, they shot 34, literally double. That was just crazy. I mean, early on, when the game was close, they got, Mitch and Towns both in foul trouble. Going forward, that's definitely something they got to be a little bit careful on, just not falling for the fakes, hands straight up, because they're not going to win by 40 every time, and you're going to need those guys to go longer in games. And then, with the Hackimich too, late in that first quarter, they basically played him kind of off the floor. So I think that the earlier they get him in the quarter, the better it's going to be. Like maybe if they want to go early second quarter, so it's a little bit harder to do that, might be a move. Because if they put Mitch in with 3 minutes to go in the first, they're just going to hack it. So if they put him in maybe to start that second, I think that's a good way to, get him in there.
True. Good point. Good point, man. Game 3, game 4, what are you doing?
We'll be there. Well, I know they're doing all those restrictions, but we'll be there taking the Amtrak.
Okay. All right. Cool. Hit me up. Let me know details. I'm still trying to figure out the game 3 situation, but stay tuned, man. Stay tuned.
Are you hosting anything down there? Because game 4 is at like 3:30, so it's like a good afternoon.
No, well, the Mother's Day thing, I'm chilling with mom. Well, we're chilling with moms, man. Like we taking off game 4, man. We got to get moms that day. You know what I'm saying? We are taking off. But game 3, we'll get something situated. So stay tuned. We'll get all the details out.
All right, cool. Sounds good.
Shout out to STG Nick on the Discord. Yeah, no watch party or nothing in game 4, man. We got to do the Mother's Day thing, fellas. You know what I'm saying? You guys got to do the Mother's Day thing. We got to do the Mother's Day thing, man. You know?
Yeah.
It's 3:30 on Mother's Day. Come on, man.
What is Adam Silver doing, man?
What are you doing?
Yeah,
what are you doing? What are you doing, man?
You could at least made it like 7 p.m., 6 p.m. The day's kind of over, You did it's Sunday.
Yeah.
Why does it got to be so early?
Yeah.
Last year we skipped. Last year we dodged it. But 2 years ago, was Mother's Day. But we did the same thing. We took it off. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like a ceasefire. You don't do anything. It's Mother's Day. Come on.
Ceasefire.
Come on. Hey, come on, man. That's mom time. We got to salute to mom, man. Come on, that's a special day, man. So no watch parties, no nothing. But no, we will be doing post game and all of that. I'll be doing post game in between Mother's Day, in between both houses. You know what I'm saying? So, but no watch parties, nothing like that on Mother's Day. We won't be in Philly. Some people we talked to said we're bringing our mom to the game on Mother's Day. So
hey,
all right, hey,
way to celebrate. Right.
To you, man. My mom thinks the Yankees are in the NBA, so that's how much she knows about about basketball. So we at the house, man. We at the house, man. We at the house, man. So
When do the Yankees and Knicks play against each other?
Right. My mom's main concern: did your team win? Yeah, Mom. We won. We won. Okay, good. All right, good. Yeah. Rest in peace, John Sterling, too, man. Rest in peace, man. It was tough waking up to that news this morning. The voices of our generation, all the Yankee wins, all the Yankee championships. You're in the car trying to get to the TV, wherever you're at. John Sterling carrying you through. And even afterwards, man, those iconic home run calls or the championship calls or the game over calls when Mariano used to close the show. Everybody had their part, right? Like the players would have their part. Mariano closed the show. John Sterling closed the show. And, that was tough. Tough to hear, man. That was really like, what John Sterling was to the Yankees. It's what Breen is to the Knicks. It's what, hey, for the Giants fans, what Bob Pop is to the Giants, I think. It's iconic voices, man. Iconic voices, man. It's tough. Tough to hear that he passed away, man.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace. I mean, when you grow up and you're just listening to the radio, as you mentioned, man, like those are formative years, man. And you're like, it's like the catchy phrases that they have, right? It just rings. You can just hear it ringing in your ear. It doesn't even matter. You just hear it ringing. So for him to be part of Yankee history like that, man, we lost a great broadcaster, man.
Bro, when anybody would hit that home run and John would get hyped, I'm in the car going crazy because then he would do his call. Everybody had the home run nickname. You hear the crowd in the background, so you feel like you're there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just one of those things, man. And like even when you at the stadium, you're in the bathroom, it's John and Susan on the call. Like it's just a staple, man. It's a staple, man. And tough, man. That's life, man. It's just crazy. All good things got to come to an end. But man, John Sterling, that was our guy for the Yankee fans, man. 100%.
Crazy.
Yeah, 100%, man. So rest in peace to John Sterling, and yeah, we definitely thank him for the memories, man. Definitely. Okay, anybody else on the phones out? Who else we got?
Yeah, we got let's get to Sayquizzy, man. What's going on, Sayquizzy?
Yes, sir.
I just want to say thank you to the Hawks because the way we play in defense, I've never seen this. The last time we probably seen this was the first OG trade. But the defense, they've been locked in. Like, I didn't think we was going to hold Maxey under to what? We had him to 13 points?
Yeah.
We just got to learn the Embiid flopping free throws. We already know the refs. It's going to be one of these games where he's going to get 20 free throws or something. But we got to try to not fall for it. But outside of that, we need to make Embiid work. Put him in every pick and roll. That guy can't jump, walk, run, climb, nothing. He is struggling. And like to know the Sixers only playing 6 guys and Grimes is their 6th guy, we already know what Grimes is. If those shots is not falling, you're good. Like we need to do the same thing Pacers did to Brunson, to Maxey. Make him work to full court press him, do anything. Because right now, they don't have no backup. Right now, they're asking for a lot for their starting 5s. And Maxey's definitely going to go off next game, so we better be ready.
Tighten up.
He ain't doing no 13 points again.
Right. That's what I say. I say, figure this is probably his worst game of the series. But, hey, this was the game you got to take. You got a Philly team that just played 7. They traveled straight from Boston to here. Nick Nurse waved the white flag. That tells you all you need to know about where he felt like his team was at coming into this game and that he punted a playoff game. It was getting out of hand anyway, right? The Knicks were killing it. Didn't make sense chasing it. So Nick Nurse feels like, hey, give his team some more rest, extra rest. You'll get a better shot out of them on Wednesday for sure. They just traveled. You got to think about it. They went 7 games, finished Saturday night. Then they got to travel here. You barely got a day before you got to play again. So, they're exhausted, man. They're exhausted, man.
This is why we say you got to take care of your business.
Take care of it. Yep.
Shouldn't have gone to 7. I don't know what to
tell you. For sure. Yeah, no, definitely.
I'm sorry. No sympathy. No sympathy. Yep. Why'd you go to 7? No sympathy. Sorry.
100%.
We got a championship to win, y'all. Yeah. We got a championship to win.
Absolutely. Knicks t-shirt and towel contest coming up soon. Fanchise channel members, don't go anywhere. Let's keep it going on the phones as we keep going. Did we get the Jake already out? Jake AFW?
No, we didn't get the Jake yet.
Jake, go ahead and unmute your mic. New caller, Jake AFW.
Can y'all hear me?
Loud and clear, man. What's your name? Where you calling in from, man?
Jake. I'm from Sacramento, but originally by way of New York.
Nice.
Just wanted to say, love your guys' show. And what a team effort, dude. Everyone was just on defense was ferocious.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you love the energy, man. To me, that's what's going to get them over the top, man. It's their defense. They can get into any offense they want. And at times it will be, it will be efficient, but it's their defense that has to lead the way. And to me, they've met the challenge so far.
Absolutely. I want to shout out Kat. We give him a hard time all year, and he's evolved. He's now the Lion.
Yeah. And another thing, Alan CK, man, with all the prognostication, and I'm going to get on Bobby Marks, man. Bobby Marks talking about Philadelphia in 7. I got to talk to Bobby Marks about that. But, nobody's really talking about the fact that, even within the starting 5, they have significant playoff experience, man.
Right?
On the other side, you're looking at Edgecombe and, the Knicks have experience.
Yeah.
They're battle-tested. Right? Look at how Boston won their championship. It took Tatum and Brown 6+ years to get the job done with a better supporting cast, but themselves executing, reading defenses, executing under those type of defense, the endurance, like it all adds up. The Knicks have that. They have that. And like not enough credit is being given to that. This team is still brand new from last year. And they could have made it to the finals. Like we really don't take that into consideration that last year's team was a brand new team that literally could have and should have went to the NBA finals.
Well, you know what it is, CP, is that they like to come in and they look at that victory over Boston as like a fluke because they're like, oh, 2 20-point comebacks. You know, the thing is that everyone will be like, well, Boston was arrogant in their ways and, you know, Knicks caught them at the right time, this, that, and the third. And then look what happened to the Pacers. But like to your point, it's like no one's taking into consideration it's the same. Like this is a team that has come back. Like the 7, 8, if you want to include Shamet, like they all return. You add Clarkson, Alvarado to this thing. Like you want to talk about continuity. The roster is the most, you can't ask for more continuity than this. You know, people were crowning Boston. It's like, yo, they got a new center. They lost Drew Holiday. Derek White got promoted from being like a third, fourth option to being number 2. He took it like, you know, they're looking at everybody else and be like, oh, let's give it to Detroit. Let's give it to Boston. Let's give it to everybody else. But to your point, no one's looking at what the Knicks already were. This is a team that made it to the ECF last year. Same roster still intact. All you changed was the head coach. But hey, man, they want to keep New York down, man. They want to give everybody else their credit, not New York.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah.
Right
1,000%. Got a lot of super chats coming in. We'll get to those in a short. We're just going to clear out the Discord, and we got to get to the giveaway as well and get some rest ourselves. All right, let's get to Dr. Nate. Dr. Nate, you up next. Unmute your mic. Shout out New York Nico. New York Nico was at the game tonight. Shout out Nico, man. Dr. Nate, are you there? Dr. Nate, going once. Going twice. Going thrice. Saturday. Sorry, Dr. Nico. You'll be back for game 2. Yeah, I said Dr. Nico. Dr. Nate. But shout out to New York Nico, though, man. Nico was in the building. Shout out to my guy, Nico. Okay. Closing us out on the phones. The Fanchise channel members, hang tight. Let's get to Prince 16. How you feeling, man? You're the closer tonight, man. How you feel?
Let's get it. Let's get it. Number 1 show for the fans by the fans. Hit that thumbs up button for your boys.
Talk to him, Lord.
Hit that thumbs up button for your boys, everybody. CK2K, what's up, man?
What's up, brother?
What's going on, my guy? What's going on? Alex, what's going on, my boy?
What's going on, my man?
CP, congratulations on the wedding. We're about to have 2 rings, by the way, CP. Once you got married to our queen, must know the ring is coming. Jalen Brunson's like, yo, CP, we're about to get you that other chip. We're about to get you the second ring to match with the one you already got. God bless your marriage, man. God bless your marriage. Congratulations to you and the queen. By the way, Alex, I got something for you. My wife is from Boston. She's from Southie. I lived in Boston for 6 years. I was telling CP the last time. I said, man, listen to this, Alex. I'm having the time of my life. The Celtics lost and the Knicks in the playoffs. Oh yeah. I'm like, babe, how you feeling right now? We won by 30 points against the team that blew y'all out 3 times in a row. It's about time y'all win a championship. How many championships I gotta get? I said, this is our year. So now guess what? She's slowly becoming a Knicks fan. Let's go, Knicks. By the way, OG Anunoby, CP, me and you called it 2 years ago. This is my favorite player, by the way, fellas. Everybody need to open their eyes. OG Anunoby is a two-way monster. He's a two-way monster. Let's not get too caught up about offense. He's offense and defense.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, CP.
Look at the numbers tonight, bro. Look at the numbers.
Yes, sir. Look at the numbers for the past 3-4 games.
Yeah.
For the past 3-4 games. I gotta cook. First of all, congratulations to my big bro CP, the franchise on the marriage. God bless that. And like I said, we're gonna have another ring just for that. But let's get to this game, fellas. Let's get to this game. Everybody doing their thing. Fellas. Everybody. Great game tonight. All around game. I got a bone to pick with everybody, CP, because you called this about 3 years ago. You know, I never traveled really around. You know, I've been in Boston, but I never went down south, never went to Miami, something like CPU. I went to Miami, I believe it was 2-3 years ago. You was like, that New York tax is crazy. CP, I went to Miami last year. As soon as I got off the plane, I ordered an Uber, went to go get a pizza, with my wife eat. CP, I went over there for a large pizza and some water. They charged me $130.
Oh my God!
I said, damn, this is that New York tax.
Did you go to Pizza Rustica?
I don't even know the name of the place, CP. They charged me $130 for a large burnt pizza and some water. My whole point is everybody hates us out of New York. There's something with us when you called it the New York tax. Everybody hates us. This Knicks for clicks situation, I'm tired of it. Starting from Stephen A. and everybody, you know what? It's New York against the world. That's why I got to order that T-shirt you got, CP. New York against the world, because it is New York against the world. First of all, everybody needs to stop making it seem like the fans are crazy. We are not crazy fans. We're the smartest fan base in the world. I'm going to tell y'all that right now. I played for St. John's University 2015 for Coach Muller.
Oh,
Granted, I'm not going to lie. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. St. John's University graduate. Yes, sir. You can look me up too. We had the Golden State Warriors. We had 3 players come practice with us in the summer. Yes, sir. Festus Ezeli. We had Festus Ezeli, Iguodala, and one of the other scrubs. I ain't gonna lie, it was scrubs, but Coach Mullen brought some scrubs to come play with us. I was redshirting that year. Yes, sir. St. John's University point guard.
Bro, you play with
me up. Look me up. Ask my brother Junior Chroma. So what I'm saying is, the New York fan base, we are smart. We know the game. CP, I'm not gonna lie to you. I had some beef with Jalen Brunson for a minute. I love Jalen Brunson, but now I'm taking y'all back to memory lane because I've been watching this show for 7 years. 7 years. So when I call, I'm calling with the burner. Shout out to my boy, by the way, Jay Boogie. His spirit is with me.
Shout out to Jay Boogie.
CK2K. CK2K. That year we got Brunson. You know who you wanted? You wanted Lonzo Ball. Me and you wanted Lonzo Ball. When we was going for Brunson, when we was going for Brunson, we didn't even know what was going for Brunson. 2K. You wanted Lonzo Ball. You wanted Lonzo. I said, yo, CK is on my type of time. I want Lonzo because guess what? He facilitates. He plays offense and defense. He's a great facilitator, this and that. He's a pass-first point guard. I said, CK and me on the same page. And then we was going for Jaden Ivey. We wanted him too because we were going to draft him that year. We were trying our best to see if we could, facilitate something to draft him. And then we came in with the trade, moving around pieces and stuff. Next thing you know, we got Jalen Brunson. I love Brunson. Great scoring point guard. But people act like the fans are crazy when we're saying, when CP, we watch the game. Like I said, I played basketball all my life. Even you, CP, you played basketball. Shout out CP free throws.
Yeah,
you played basketball. We know the game. Alex knows the game. We know the game. So we see on the court what's going on. People act like, New York fans are crazy. New York fans, they're crazy. They're delusional with it. No, we see the game. We called it last year with Tibbs. Play the bench. Play the bench. Play the bench. He did it last minute. Last minute, he played the bench. That's why he got fired. I love Tibbs. I love Tibbs. Melo wanted Tibbs the first year around. If y'all remember when Melo got that contract, when Chicago was trying to steal him from us, and we ended up giving him more money. Melo wanted Tibbs to be our coach. Since then, I wanted Tibbs. So I have no problems with Tibbs. But guess what? He ran our players to the ground, CP. He ran our players to the ground. By the time he ended up, that was the worst series for him because it was 2 opposite coaches, 2 opposite teams. You got one coach going 12 deep. 12 deep. Meanwhile, we going 5, 6 deep. Because I'm not even going to say 7 and 8 because nobody else was playing more than 5 minutes. So he burned us to the ground. This year, you got Mike Brown. Granted, this is first year. First year, this guy plays everybody. He got the read and react offense. You guys remember last year, as soon as you asked Tibbs for loss, Tibbs, what do you think? This is a read and react. You lying, Tibbs. This is not a read and react because it just give the ball to Jalen Brunson and he going to pound the air out of the ball. And CP knew that. CK knew that. Alex knew that. We all knew that. Everybody and their mama knew when Jalen Brunson gets the ball, he going to pound it, ISO, and we going to find a way. This year, this is a real read and react. A read and react is when you're watching the game, you're seeing if OG's open, OG's getting the ball. If Deuce is open, Deuce is getting the ball. That's read and react. You got to read and react to what's in front of you, to what the defense is in front of you. So believe it or not, this is the first time ever this year that we're actually playing read and react basketball. The problem is with Karl Anthony Towns, CP, he didn't want to be honest with you, he was one of the ones that didn't want to give in to that. Because from day one, it was read and react. But with him, if you notice a lot of times, he will overpass or he would, do something lackadaisical or something like that. That was the problem with Towns. But now he's fully bought in. This is what happens when you have a fully brought in Towns in a read and react offense, in a read and react system. Now we're reaping the benefits of that. But this is the real definition of a read and react offense. This year is our year, CP. And like I said, you already blessed it with the matrimony to the Knicks chick. God bless you. God bless the Knicks chick. Congratulations on the wedding. And like I said, we got another ring coming for you, CP. And that's the NBA championship ring. Because guess what? KnicksFanTV, you guys have 65 million views on this channel, which means that's about almost 1 million watch hours that you guys wasted time. CP, I remember the days when we'll call you and CK, you and Alex, y'all be talking about Dragon Ball Z. I'll be talking about, because there was nothing to talk about. Knicks got 22 wins that season. Knicks got 30 wins that season. We got 17. I remember all those seasons where 17. You guys would have me dying laughing, traveling from Boston to New York. Those were the days, my guys, because I'm always on the road. So when I'm on the road, I got you guys in the backdrop. So when you're talking about Dragon Ball Z, you're talking about funny stuff, trying to stay busy. So all the props and all the flowers goes to CK2K, CP the franchise, JD, even shout out Ashley Moss. And by the way, I got some smoke for everybody too. People like Papa Left, people like everybody. Where's my boy Jay from Florida? All the guys, where y'all at? Where y'all at? Because this is the day one. This is the day one show. This is the day one show. CP, you too nice with it, by the way. You too nice with it. You made me, you influenced me to start my own lane with this thing that I'm doing right now. Almost 5 million views on my YouTube. I'm doing my little thing, but I do music. I do positive music. You know what I'm saying? Now you, on the other hand, yes, sir. You got guys that come to you on this show that, you know what you always say, by the way. We always leave the lights on for y'all. I'm going to always leave the lights. Forget that, CP, because you're too humble. But God is always going to bless you with that. But for today, I'm calling everybody out. Papa Left, where you at? You need to come back to this. Mr. Hebrew, where you at? You need to come back to this. Because this is the #1 show for the fans by the fans.
Let's go. Appreciate
this is the #1 show for the fans by the fans, man. Hit that thumbs up button for your boys. I'm going to see y'all in the finals. Shout out my boy TM. Shout out my cousin Junior Chroma. He know how I give it up. When I call, it's a sermon. Shout out Jay Boogie, wherever you at. Yo, CK2K, I love y'all, man. I love y'all, Alex. CP the franchise. Congratulations on the win, and I'll talk to y'all soon.
Prince 16. Yo, throw some. Hey, we asked him to close.
That's passion, man.
We did ask him to close. And he handled. Hey, he delivered.
Yes.
He delivered. Throw some 5s in the chat for Prince 16, man. Davel says, what's your channel? Prince, throw your channel up in the chat, please. Throw your channel up in the chat. Let the people know where they can find you, man. Wow. Hey, we did ask him to close. He did.
We got a sermon, man. I was not expecting a sermon.
Yeah, he definitely delivered. Shout out to Prince 16. Okay. Yeah. Here we go. We got to get to the giveaway. Here we go. We got J Cal in the building. Shout out to J Cal. He was at the Garden tonight with us. Breaking news, he says. CP PTSD has been cured. Family therapy worked last week, Alex and CP.
We got him.
J Cal. And we got him here on the Discord. J Cal.
Namaste. CK. Namaste, CK2K. Namaste, Alex. Family, breathe. Breathe in. The Knicks play defense. Breathe out. Knicks play offense. It's okay, CP. It's okay, CP. They lost 2 games by 1 point. Namaste. We're going to the finals. We're getting a chip. They can't stop us. Embiid is scared. Embiid is scared. Maxey didn't show up tonight. Where was Maxey? Where was Maxey?
He was on the bench by the third quarter, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
These guys, they know. They know. You know who's got PTSD right now? Atlanta Hawks have PTSD. You know who's got PTSD right now? And Joel Embiid got PTSD right now. He don't want to come to game 2. He don't want to come back to the Garden. He saw what happened. He looked so dejected. I was right behind the next bench. And Embiid walked by. He had his head, his eyes looking at the ground. He couldn't look up. He had eyes down. He walked out of there. He slithered out there like the dog he is. Like the dirty player he is. We're going to wrap this up in 5 games. They'll probably win 1. Maybe they get lucky. Who knows? Maxey just, goes lights out and scores 50, whatever. And then it's on to Detroit or the Cavs. Doesn't matter. We're going to rip through that group too.
They're
zip.
They're on a mission.
I like this energy. I like
They're on a
It's
mission.
all, guys, the only thing we need to have a discussion about on this channel at this point, and I know we're closing, I know we're wrapped. I jumped in at the last minute. I just got back. I'm in Brooklyn at my mom's brownstone. I'm reflecting on the game. I got my tea. I got my honey. I'm healing my voice up for Wednesday. And then
You get ready for Wednesday.
I'm just letting everybody know Friday. I told David Adelman, I'm coming in. I'm rolling deep.
Let's
I'm
go.
getting-
Let the people know who David Adelman is.
Okay, he's one of the owners. I discussed the details with him.
One of the owners of the Sixers.
One of the owners of the Sixers, and I negotiated the surrender of the city of Philadelphia. I've negotiated. You know how Trump's negotiating
Yes.
unconditional?
Yes.
The Strait of Hormuz is now closed. I'm closing Philly. I've officially closed Philly. I'm bringing our negotiators to come down.
Yeah.
We're going to sign the surrender in Game 3.
We are taking
CK?
the Excella down.
No. I'm going to get the luxury Mercedes Sprinter, and we're rolling deep. Ari from Manhattan, the Knicks chick. Okay, Alex, CK, J Cal's going to get I'm going to get the whole row behind the bench, the Knicks bench. And they're saying we're banning the tickets. You can't ban J Cal.
No.
I have friends everywhere. I have friends everywhere. I will buy every ticket. I'll be splashing tickets. I want the most obnoxious. I want the loudest. I want the most based Knick fans in that Sprinter. The Knicks Fan TV. We're doing it. We're leaving.
Is Stiller pulling up? What's up with Stiller, man? Is Stiller coming with us?
Okay. I can't talk about celebrities. However, he's coming. Yes. I don't want to give celebrities intentions away, but my intel, my connects.
Stiller's pulling up.
He's gonna roll because here's the thing. Tonight, he's a married guy.
Yeah.
You know what the Super Bowl for wives is?
Mm-hmm.
If you got a wife, the Super Bowl, you're a celebrity. It's that Met Gala.
Yeah.
This is a playoff game for us.
Yeah.
That's their
right.
Super Bowl.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
100%.
It was a Met Gala tonight. It was a Met Gala.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now Timothy Chalamet.
Timothy pulled up. Timothy.
He's not
right?
married. He's not married.
Yeah.
They're not married.
True.
His chick, his girlfriend, she went to the Met Gala. He went to the Knicks. That's okay. There's no rings.
Yeah.
That's it. They're not married.
Priorities. He took care of his priorities. He took care.
You know about being married.
Yeah.
CP.
Yeah.
Luckily,
you got to go along with the wife, man. You got to go along with the wife.
Luckily, you married a wife who her number one intention for the best night out of her life is to go to a Knicks game.
That's right. That's right.
You married right. You're the only guy on this channel. We got 100,000 subscribers. Nobody did it as good as you did, CP.
Yeah.
You don't have to come home to a wife who complains you're at the Knicks game. You don't have to have a wife who says, stop talking about the Knicks. You're married to me, not Jalen Brunson. You're married to me, not OG. Okay? You talk to her about OG. Her eyes light up. Oh, say more.
Yeah.
Say more. Yes. Let's talk about OG's box score. Let's get into it. Let's break it down. Who's going to be, we're going to end on this. Who's going to be MVP of the series? Who's going to be the MVP of the series? And then who's your number two?
Jalen.
Let's go, boys.
Jalen. I think Jalen.
And who's your number two? Who's your best supporter after Jalen?
Cat.
Jalen Cat. Okay. What do you got, Alex?
No, that was me. I'm
going OG because
That was me too. I was gonna say I'm going OG.
With the Embiid factor, depending on how long he lasts in this series, I think it's going to be OG as the role player of the series. I think Jalen gets to play of the series. OG role play of the series.
Yep.
Because Cat could be in and out with the battling Embiid and the referees and all of that. Like, that might not limit his effectiveness, but just lower his numbers a little bit. Just lower his productivity a little bit. But I think OG is primed for a major series. I don't think Philly has an answer for him. Paul George, look, respect to him, but the dog is just locked in on a whole nother level right now.
Yeah.
And he's locked in. The dog is locked in, man.
He's locked in. Listen, he might be a little bit on the spectrum. That might be the Asperger's, or he could be locked in. It could be anything. Who knows?
He's in.
He's locked in. He's our OG
Absolutely.
guy. And what did you say, Alex? Who's going to be your MVP? Who's going to be your role player?
MVP
Series.
is going to be Brunson. I got Cat. I think in this matchup, just with the centers, I don't think they got an answer for that. Even with Joel's tactics, I think Cat. I mean, look, even tonight, 20 minutes, 17 points, 6 assists, 6 boards, still got work done.
I love that Cat. I love the center forward. I love the center point center. The point center is just the whole league doesn't understand what to do. It's like Brunson brings it up, gives it to Cat. Cat either gives it back or zip, 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 OG off a screen, and you just dump it to him right under the basket. How many times did they do that in the last 3 games? It's just over and over and over again. How many assists does Cat have in the last 3 games? It's crazy.
They're just spamming it too. They're just saying, try to figure it out. Just
because
try
they can't stop.
They can't.
What's the solution? You got to double OG in the paint. How's that going to work? OG can pass out of the paint when you double him, or you're going to have to foul him.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
There's no solution.
He's dialed in, man. He's
dialed in. All right, guys. Everybody, rest your voices.
Yes,
everybody, breathe in, breathe out. It's okay, CP. There was a car accident. We flipped the car.
Yeah.
We had our seatbelts on. The airbags were deployed. We did flip the car. It was a freak accident, but it's not going to happen again. Namaste. Namaste, KnicksFanTV. We're not going to flip the car again. PTSD's over. We're going to go down there and we're going to break their souls on Friday. We're going to just demolish them on Wednesday. But when we go into their house and we let them know again that this is our house, this is our summer house. We go here on the weekends. This is where we go to just have a good time. We've got a second stadium that we own. It's our house. You want to try and stop us buying tickets? We have friends. I've got friends everywhere. I've got friends in Philly.
Yeah, well, they say
they have credit cards.
53% of the tickets are already bought from New York and New Jersey.
Of course. And we're going to buy the other 40%. We're going to own it. If you are a Philly fan, part of your surrender is you will be outside. You will bend the knee and you will hand us your tickets. We'll take them in person. Bend the knee, Philly. We're coming on Friday.
Let's go. J Cal on the Discord. Throw some 5s in the chat for J Cal. Salute to J Cal, man. Yeah, man. Friday, we setting it up. I'll have more info on the pregame meetup, so you guys just stay tuned for that. Still gotta get that get all that settled, but we're getting it done, man. You know, Philly's just a hop, skip, and a jump, so we will get that settled. And those of you that'll be at the Garden on Wednesday will be there on Wednesday as well, and we'll be at Philly on Friday, man. So just stay tuned for all of the events. Throw some 5s in the chat for J Cal. All right, Al. Go ahead and just close out the super chats, and then we're gonna get to the giveaway. Fanchise channel members, stay tuned for the giveaway. We're just gonna run through the super chats, and then we'll get to the giveaway, man. I'm giving you guys a piece of the garden. If you are not able to make tonight's game 2, I want people who were not there to participate. Fanchise channel members who were not there to get this. All right, so make sure that if you are answering tonight's trivia question, that you were not at the Garden tonight. Shout out to Chuck D as well. Al, go ahead and run through the super chats. Gamba, if you can, throw up the picture of us and the rhyme animal Chuck D tonight at the KFTV watch party at Slate. Shout out to Jimmy. Shout out to DJ Eric L Beats, man. There we go. Pre-game. Pre-game, man. At Slate. Salute to the rhyme animal Chuck D, man. Always a pleasure, man. Shout out to Chuck and his daughter for pulling up. All right, Al, go ahead with the super chats. Rest of the super chats.
Shout out to Chuck, man. Throw a hashtag P in the chat yet again. And shout out to Janelle Torrey, man, for the $5 super chat. He says, negative talk about Mike Brown, Jalen Brunson, and Mr. F those 5 picks should be defined as blasphemy at this point. Long live KFTV. Throws up the
Let's go.
Fist and the fire emojis. Shout out to FBA7 for the $2 super chat. Appreciate it. We got Raging Pianist with another $5 super chat. Says, may the 4th be with you. Was a great birthday for me. Well, happy birthday to you. And both Knicks and Yankees blowouts. On side note, RIP John Sterling. Rest in peace to John Sterling. And happy birthday to Raging Pianist, man. Appreciate you. Shout out to Poke Circle Podcast with the $10 super chat. It says, I need all them Knicks fans, in quotation marks, who turned their back on our captain to apologize and remind yourselves what he brings to this team. I love to see Mikal back in rhythm, and his defense has been phenomenal. Shout out to Don J for the $5 super chat. Says, I know the game will be at Philly, but do you know if Plaza 33 will have Knicks watch party on Friday for Game 3? CP just said he's working that out. So make sure to stay on the lookout, man. This is where you got to subscribe to the newsletter, follow us on all socials, and then you'll get the notification on where the watch party will be. Shout out to Chuck D for gifting 5 Fanchise channel memberships. Appreciate you, Chuck. Shout out to William Burton with the $10 super chat. Says, great win. CP, I thought you'd be sipping on that JW Blue label by now. CP sipping on something. We don't know what it is. Let's see. Shout out to Sunny Dog with the $20 super chat. Says, proud to be part of KFTV community. Knicks in 6. Ira from the Bronx, $2 super chat. Says, we look like real contenders. Very good.
Ira, what's good? Did Ira call in tonight or no?
No, he didn't.
All right, Wednesday, man.
Did you get King David?
Hear about Ira and his grocery delivery. If he ever got that.
Did he ever?
Oh yeah.
Lunchable.
Shout out to Ira, man.
Did you get the King David super chat, CP?
I did.
Okay.
All right, so we caught up. Then, right?
New York to Philadelphia, New York to Pennsylvania, $5 super chat. You got that one?
No, I didn't. Got it.
All right, Philly came in Garden. Oh no, I got that one. Got that one already. Shout out to New York to Pennsylvania again, though. Shout out to my 2 cents. Says, watch Game 6 on a plane. Game 1 on a plane. Game 2 will be on a plane. My superstitious self about to book flights for the next 11 games.
Yeah. Salute, man. Salute.
Shout out to Steven Santiago with the $10 super chat. Says Philly fan sitting next to me left at the end of the third. CP missed meeting you by 2 minutes. I left after taking pics with Mills and Rebecca, then saw their tweet with you and your lady while on the train platform. Shout out to Vandal on the boards with the $5 super chat. Says, turned my coworker into a Knicks fan this season. We logged in and traveled from DC to New York for Game 5 if necessary. Knicks set all day. Salute KFTV peoples. All right, salute to you. Shout out to their KP Go for the $5 super chat. Says, real nasty work watching this damn near 300-pound man throw his body on the floor every other play like the Rock after a stone cold stunner.
Mm-hmm.
Bad hoops.
Yeah.
Their KP Go again says, then VJ gonna look at the ref and signal that Brunson is filling his arms like, bro, do you see who your starting center is? Stop a little, bro. Yeah, man. Talked about that earlier. VJ's got to calm down, man. You got cooked. Got cooked by one of the top guys in the league. That's it, man. Simple and plain. Don't got to complain. All right. Shout out to Step68 with the $5 super chat. Said the squad has unlocked something special, fellas. Feels like a Satoru Gojo awakening against Toji. If you know, you know. Let's go, Knicks. And there we go. We're all caught up, man.
Okay, there we go. All right, so let's get to business, man. What the people all have been waiting for. We got 3,000 people on the check-in. Salute, salute, salute. Okay, here we go. We're going to filter the chat right now to just Fanchise channel members. If you want to get in on the towel and shirt giveaway, I'm giving you 10 seconds to hit the join button on your laptop, phone, TV, whatever you guys are watching, to become a Fanchise channel member, because the protocol here is for the giveaways, to participate in the giveaways, you have to be a member. So shout out to all of our loyal Fanchise channel members for all of your support. Some of you for 1 month, some of you for 1 year, some of you for almost 10 years. We appreciate you guys, man. So here it is, getting ready for the giveaway. And once again, tonight's giveaway, a piece of Madison Square Garden, man. I brought these straight from the Garden. A towel that they put on the seats. This is a nice towel too, man. I got one for myself. And also the T-shirt. All right. So here it is. But you got to answer the trivia question. And the question is, you know what? We'll keep it simple, man. Fanchise channel members, we got the slow-mo on in 60 seconds, so I would suggest you don't put nothing in the chat right now, because you're going to be blocked from participating for another minute. So just hang tight. Don't type nothing in the chat. All right? So the question is, the Knicks and the Sixers last faced off in the playoffs in 2024. The Knicks won that series. The question is, in how many games did it take for the Knicks to win the series? Throw the number in the chat right now. The winner is getting the T-shirt and the towel. DJ Eric L. Beats, you're disqualified. You won the last one. How many games did it take for the Knicks to beat the series, to beat the Sixers in the 2024 playoffs? Okay, now they're spamming the chat. All right. Okay. TM, send me the winner. Send me the winner.
Good luck.
Alex CK, your answer is
6.
6. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Shout out to KnicksFanTV fan favorite Dante.
Yeah. All right. We'll unfilter the chat. TM, throw it in the Slack. Let me know who won. Let's see. Oh, okay, TM, you sent me the questions. I got you. I wanted to keep it easy because we got to wrap. I'm tired. Okay, the winner is Armand Dutta. Salute to Armand Dutta, man. Congratulations to Armand. You're going home with the towel and the T-shirt. And don't worry, if they have them again on Wednesday, if we're there, we'll get another one. We'll get another set, and we'll give it away to another Fanchise channel member, right? So for those of you at home that couldn't get in, join the memberships, man. You know, cheaper than a cup of coffee. You get to participate in the giveaways. You get to skip the line on the Discord to call into the show. You get discounts on other KFTV events. And you also get first dibs on KFTV recorded content as well. So it's a great, and you get to support the show. You know, those are the benefits of joining the Fanchise channel memberships. All right. So congrats to Armand Dutta. We'll send this to you, man. All right. Al, CK, any last words before we sign off, man?
Job's not done.
There you go. Just one game. There you go. All right, man. Great show. Remember that this show is available in audio podcast format. No reason to miss it. Catch us on all podcast formats. Salute to the replay gang. Watch Party Fan will be back on Wednesday at Slate. The game starts at 7, so we'll open the doors at 5:30. So meet us at Slate, 54 West 21st Street. DJ Eric L. Beats on the 1s and 2s. And CK2K and play-by-play again for Game 2. Post-game live Game 2. You already know what it is, man. Number one show for the fans by the fans. Share this video with a Knicks fan. And we appreciate all the support, man. We out of here. Peace.